Hello. I think I'm live. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna... Hold on 1 second. Let me blast this out to everybody. I have to go to our YouTube channel, don't I, to get the link. We need to get one of those Discord bots that automatically pings people in Discord when a video is posted or something. Okay, post it. Here we go. All right. So, how's it going, everybody? I am in Discord with Aaron and Gate Nerd. I'm going to be drawing a comic tonight since I wasn't able to stream last night, but Gate Nerd entertained you guys. I rewatched his stream. It was pretty cool.
Thank you.
And then, yeah, the three of us will probably just be talking and interacting with chat. Aaron and Gate Nerd, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Put out a couple of shorts. We've got another short coming out tomorrow and another one on Sunday, and I'll probably do another one for Monday. Here, I'm gonna change my microphone to be voice activity, so you guys can hear what I'm saying to chat as well. All right, how's that? Cool. We've got a bunch of people in chat. It's late, I'm sorry, but I had work until like literally 10 minutes ago I finished. So I see a bunch of people in chat. Leaf Scout, Dan, AP Bruh, Marble Sphere, Left, Conrad, Pillow Fluff, Sphinxin, One Awesome, Philippines Ball, Aussie Chinese Ball Animations, how's it going? Carding Rules, Zodic, Northern Willow, Feliguera. Para cuando un video de Argentina pa? I don't know what that means. Is that are we gonna make a video about Argentina? We actually were discussing something about Argentina for a short idea or video. Tesco Production, yesterday was your birthday. Happy birthday. Let me put some music on and then yeah, Gate Nerd, how did your stream go?
I thought it went pretty well. I did another drawing chat, which I think is fun, because it takes a while to come up with a good idea, so it's easier for other people to do it.
Yeah, for sure. AP, bro, you like these streams so you don't have to be up at midnight. What time is it for you? Feliguera, yeah, yes. Are we able to show more than art? You were thinking of asking if showing your dog. Yeah, if you want me to show a picture of your dog, more than happy to. I'm not gonna show pictures of people, like chatters, like I don't want to dox anybody. But yeah, if you want to show your pets on stream, that'd be pretty cool. Right? We drew Gate Nerd's dog.
Yeah.
Do we still have that open? Dog Nerd? But yeah, I was thinking of drawing a comic about Canada. It's gonna be Canada, the US, and then some other third country. Maybe we can do a poll to see what that third country should be. Here, let me put something on screen so you guys can actually look at something. Oh, Gate Nerd, what was the name of that thing on Steam?
Oh, Stream Avatars.
Stream Avatars.
Yep.
Hold on, my I think OBS captures my Steam. I don't want to do that yet. Stream avatars. I should get this. Have you guys heard of stream avatars?
I think it's pretty popular.
I had never heard of it. And, like, I've watched Twitch a lot.
Yeah. I guess I learned it because I watch a streamer who's used it before.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I had pushed to talk on this whole time. I wasn't ghosting you.
I was wondering what was happening.
Hello, everybody. This is Aaron. I'm real sorry.
Typical Canadian apologizing.
That's how we get by.
Canadian representation. Yeah, I think we've got a couple of Canadian chatters, Aaron. Probably more than that. Manny, your cousin and his wife are going to Italy for their honeymoon. Can I draw that? No, I was actually... I'm working on another comic. I'm kind of doing it off stream because I think it's going to be really, really cool. And I don't want to spoil it. But it's going to have Italy in it. And I was going through all of the comics that I've made over the years. And I've noticed I have very few comics that feature Italy. I guess I really don't know too much about Italy other than like the sort of big stereotypes, you know? Pizza and pasta.
Yeah, I've thought about making like a like World War II Italy switching sides comics, but everybody's done those, so I've never gotten around to it because I don't have a very good joke.
Yeah, it can be difficult to find humor in like an already established trope, but there are ways around it, and it's a way of making an old... If you can find a way to make an old joke fresh, like, it feels good because people already know the joke, you know, but it's like a new twist.
Yeah.
Aussie Chinese ball animations. You've seen this comic 3 times, you don't get it. So it's a reference to The Silence of the Lambs, which is a horror/thriller movie from like the 80s. But basically Canada's just pretending to be the US in the mirror, and then he doesn't know that the US is watching him, so he's super embarrassed. I made a lot of comics dunking on Canada, just because, like, after the US, Canada is probably the most culturally... Well, not after the US. Canada's probably the most culturally similar country to the US on the planet. Not probably. It straight up is, you know? It's like...
Yeah.
We know a lot about each other.
Some would say it's a little too much. I think I know your politics better than my own.
Ours is more interesting.
No, definitely. But I think we're following your lead, and ours is about to get more interesting too. Not in a good way for the people, but it'll make for better TV, and maybe people will pay attention. I think the last time people cared was when a certain mayor of a certain city was smoking a certain something.
Mr. Rob Ford. Legend.
I remember that.
I met Rob Ford. He was a nice guy, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he would host these barbecues in Toronto, and everybody would come. He was nice. He'd shake your hand, chat you up. He was a bad politician, but he was a good dude. His brother now rules the province, and he's awful.
Yeah. He was a Conservative Party, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Aaron, I'm gonna make a comic, and Canada's gonna be arguing with himself about politics, and I just need like a couple buzzwords. I was gonna do like more immigration, more housing, less housing. What else can I throw in there?
Fighting over whether they want to privatize healthcare.
Okay, that's good. I was also gonna do like one of the lines was just gonna be something about Quebec.
Oh, and we gotta protect our Arctic, but I don't want to fund the military.
Yeah, that's good. Make a comic about how England and France are arguing about whose food is grosser, and then Italy is in the back eating katsumarzu, a traditional Sardinian maggot cheese. See, why would you want Italy as an ally if that's the kind of cheese that they eat? Leon, can we review your alternate history map you posted in the Streaming Hub? Yeah, let's do it. Let's take a look. Yeah, this stream avatars thing I think I'm going to buy, and then we'll show it on stream. I don't know how to... I have to figure out how to make it work off stream. So probably tomorrow morning I'll do a stream, and I'll hopefully have it figured out then. I think only the streamer has to pay for it. I don't think you guys have to pay for it. Is that right, Gate Nerd?
Yeah. It connects to chat. I think it connects through OBS, but I'm not sure. It just works off of that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. It looks like it'd be cool, interactive for chat. Oil is bad. Let's build a new pipeline. Do I know about Country Balls at War 1930? It's a really good mobile Polandball game coming this year. I've not heard of it. Have either of you guys heard of it?
No, I haven't.
No.
Yeah, I don't really play mobile games.
No, me neither. Other than I had a big RuneScape binge for a while there. Got a couple 99s, but that game is a time sink and a half.
So you mentioned RuneScape. I was watching our YouTube shorts earlier today, and I scrolled down and it gave me a short about some guy who maxed like everything 3 times in RuneScape, and it took him like 1,248 days total, like of playtime.
One of my buddies
That was
actually maxed his account, and yeah, it took him, and that was just one time. It took him, quite a few years, I think 2 or 3, and he was playing quite often. I think I maxed 7 skills, and I was probably playing for like 12 hours a day for 6 months straight.
Yeah, I was never into mobile games. I did have a Star Wars mobile game. What was it called? Galaxy of Heroes. I played that for like 2 years, and it got to be like, oh, you have to log in every single day, or you fall behind. I was like, well, I don't want to do this every day, so I stopped playing.
Yeah, I don't know why they can't make a fun mobile game, to be honest.
Yeah.
I found that WoW was kind of like that too. If you didn't do your dailies,
Yeah.
you fall behind.
FOMO mechanics in games are something I absolutely hate. Like, I don't want to have to feel compelled to log in to get like some login reward or to get like the premium currency or something, It really bothers me. Contiguous. Let's see. So how do you draw the maple leaf?
It comes natural to me. I don't know. I just draw it usually in one go. Although mine don't really look that good. Sometimes they look like monstrosities.
I've mentioned before that I think I'm pretty confident in suggesting that you probably hold the world record for most Canadian flags ever drawn by one person. How do you feel about that?
Thought of that. That's probably true, honestly. It must be.
Yeah. I can't think of like why anyone else would need to draw the flag that often.
Probably drawn the most Palau flags too, because I figured there's only 10,000 people on that island, and another only 400,000 people know the country exists.
Yeah. Are the other 2 people looking at chat, or are they too afraid to see our shenanigans? I don't know. Are you guys watching chat?
Actually, I'm downloading desktop Discord so I can tab out.
Okay. Yeah, chat.
I'm watching chat, yeah.
Gay Nerd is watching chat because he's a good streamer.
I will be shortly.
Aaron is going to learn how to stream. We're going to teach him how to stream.
Yeah, you're all in for a treat.
But yeah, so for people who just joined, I'm drawing a comic about Canada, and Aaron C14 and Gate Nerd and I are just hanging out in Discord, talking to each other. We're talking to you.
It's like a podcast.
Live podcast, yeah. So, go ahead and drop a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate it. So I last
There are
streamed...
some hundreds out there.
Yeah.
Some party hats. Do all of them.
I last streamed, what was it? Gainer streamed yesterday. I streamed, I think, the day before.
That sounds right.
Yeah, so in that time, we've released 2 shorts, and they've done really well. So we're really happy. Did you guys like the shorts? The cowboy hat and Chauffeur.
By Tesco.
I rewatched like all of our shorts so many times over the past couple of days.
I know, me too. They're really good, actually.
Yeah.
Like, unironically, I think they're all great.
So there,
Yeah, even I have.
I was gonna show. Sorry, I was gonna show Leon's map. Go ahead.
I've watched Alpaca's like Poland oil video like probably a dozen times today because it's so good.
It is great. All right, I'm gonna pull up. Leon made a map. We're gonna show it on stream. Just give me a second. Let me finish drawing this one Canada, and then we'll do it. Like, he's angry at me because I haven't finished. So the leaf, I've shown you guys this before, but when you're drawing, Canada's flag is pretty easy to draw because it's a tricolor, right? But the leaf can be kind of tricky. The way I do it is I draw a triangle, fill it in, do the stem at the bottom, and then just draw 3 prongs on the left and the right side of the triangle. Actually, they're not sort of...
I think my favorite artist has to be Zemo, honestly, for frog with a PH.
Zemo and Dick Reiner, I think, have very similar art styles.
It's the Swede in him.
Yep. Government-mandated art style. Communist Sweden.
They're socialists. They give it out to everyone.
Government-mandated Polandball art style.
Stranger things have happened. Okay. So this is going to be actually a simple comic, so I'm just going to draw Canada like 3 times and then 1 or 2 panels of the US and Canada. CHCH, big respect to Alpaca. Yeah, Alpaca does so much of the work on the back end. Those animations take an insane amount of time. And Aaron has produced some of the assets that Alpaca uses for that.
Yeah, it ain't easy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work on Alpaca's end.
Random silly person, hello. All right, let's pull up Leon's map. So I told you guys that Aaron does fantasy maps. So that's one of the things he's going to stream. Where did I put this map? It's on my desktop, I think. So I was reviewing some fantasy maps the other day. So let's take a look at this. Leon. All right, so we got some fantasy flags and stuff here. So, well, let me see. Did you give any context? Oh, you gave a ton of context. Okay. This is Leon's alt history map. American continent changes. Ecuador turned into Roldoism. Original Ecuador exiled in Galapagos. Ecuador big. Ecuador big. Brazil little. Yeah, Brazil's just here. Peru divided into 4. All of them at war. UK and Netherlands got their Guianas back. Right here. Uruguay lives. Paraguay... No, Chile lives. Chile is a very interestingly shaped country. Mexico gets all Central America. I like that. Just from a cartographic point of view, the Central America is super messy. It would be... I know there's a lot of South Americans and Latin Americans in chat. I'm going to speak for a good portion of Americans when I think of South America and Latin America, in a very reductionist way, I think of everything south of the American border as being Mexico. And I know that's not right. That's the very politically incorrect way of viewing it.
Yeah, it does kind of seem like that, though. Because a lot of their influence on us does come through Mexico, too. So, you know.
Mexico is the largest Spanish-speaking country in the world by a good margin. I think Spain is second, right? Spain is like a third the size of Mexico.
What about the Philippines? Or are we talking about landmass?
No, in terms of
population.
Speakers.
But the Philippines doesn't count. It's more populous than Mexico, so if it did count, it would be higher. So it
Yeah,
must
but
not count.
most of them speak Tagalog, not Spanish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But Tagalog has a bunch of Spanish like loan words and stuff, which is kind of funny because like it sounds like incomprehensible, and then every once in a while there'll just be like a random Spanish word that they'll say in conversation.
Oh, Red, you want to know why Kazakhstan is a rectangle? The original reason, funny enough, is because this all started on Crouch Hand, right? They changed their flares to go from flags to balls, but for some reason Kazakhstan's stayed as a flag, but it got the eyes on it. So then everybody just took to drawing it as a square. It's pretty much that simple.
Yeah, that's old Polandball lore. So look at the rest of this flag. It looks like Mexico reclaimed a lot of the territory. The U.S. won from it. Quebec is independent. Something else going on with Canada here. Let's see. Canada's a British colony again. Sorry, British.
Again? We still are.
Hey.
Canada puppeted Greenland. I like this Greenland flag. Just making it a smiley with a little tuft of hair.
Looks like South Park. Like Ike or the Canadians in South Park.
Yeah, it does. Let's look at Europe. Spain,
I wish
they
we
got
could
rid of
draw
their
Canada
seal.
that way.
I do too. That would be so funny, but it's yeah, we can't just copy South Park like that, can we?
Well, you could
Well,
do
I
it
mean,
with
we did
Panama.
Panama.
Yeah.
I draw Panama like that when I have drawn it. I draw
Yeah,
it
me
separated.
too. It's just,
Yeah.
when are you going to use Panama, right? Like Canada has so much more utility,
Yeah.
so you could use it more often.
So moving over to Europe, Spain has got rid of their seal and they've replaced it with IDK, which is unironically a better flag.
Nah, Spanish coat of arms is good.
No,
It's got
coats
pink in it.
of arms on flags are dumb. That's my hot
Disagree.
take.
Hard disagree.
No,
No, I'm
they're
with
too
Cole on this
complicated.
one.
A
From
coat of
from a Polandball perspective, yes, you're right.
no, from like
I hate
a
drawing
flag perspective.
Nah, disagree on a
aesthetic.
flag perspective.
No, I
Here.
agree. They suck.
Let's ask the people. We're gonna
No,
do a
don't ask
poll
the
in
people.
chat.
They're all wrong.
No. You're gonna pull a Trump here. I'll only accept the results if I win. All right, let's do a poll. Chat, you're gonna give us your opinion on whether or not you think flags look better with seals or not.
No. That shouldn't be the question. I'd
All right,
agree
what's the
with
question?
the flags with coats of arms look okay. Are
Oh,
they
coats
good?
of arms. Okay.
Can they be good? Seals.
Well, no,
oh,
that's a different question.
Well, that's not what
can they
I'm not
be
trying to
good?
defend that they're better.
They
but
can be
Spain's
good.
flag is better with the coat of arms than without. I will defend that.
Yes, without.
I
It's
disagree.
very plain without, but you could replace
Yeah.
it with something else that isn't a coat of arms, and it would be better than the flag with the coat of arms.
A red circle right in the middle, kind of like Niger's flag.
Nah, there's enough of those. Niger, Bangladesh. That might be it. No, Bangladesh doesn't count.
All right, it's just going to be
counterpoint.
coats of arms on flags. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So keep it
Counterpoint though,
simple.
Mexico. Don't forget about Mexico, people.
Okay, yes, Mexico. I will give you. Mexico is like one of the hardest flags out there. I love the Mexican
Yeah.
flag. Gorgeous.
Yes.
All right, coats of arms on flags.
Croatia,
Yes or
too.
no? Looking at more of this, it looks like Algeria is expanded. Spain is reclaimed. Wow, it's like most of the European powers have reclaimed territory
Africa.
in Africa.
Although
Israel,
they kind of grabbed stuff they used to not have, or they don't.
true.
They never had. Yeah.
It looks like Nigeria still exists, but it's kind of cross-continent now. Chad is still there. Is that Chad? Yeah, that's Chad.
Yes, because it's Romania.
Yeah, exactly. Chad can't be
Libya's
conquered
there.
because it's Chad.
Really
Israel
skinny
has,
Libya.
Israel has stopped pretending.
Cole, we're getting smashed in the polls here.
Are we?
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Stop the count.
Yes. Stop the count. Stop the count.
Is Northern Ireland rightful Irish territory? I don't care. What do you guys think?
I wanted to be part of Ireland again, just because it would be neater.
Yeah, there's
26 plus 6 equals 1. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say.
there's two different answers: the funny answer and the serious answer. My funny answer would be a united Ireland would be funny because it would piss off the British. Same reason why I think like Scottish independence would be funny. Real answer is like it's up to them. I don't particularly care, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can see some benefits, like with the real serious lens of joining Ireland because of, well, obviously being in the EU, but I think Northern Ireland gets benefits just from being attached, right? Like they still get to have the borderless area, so to speak. Like they can travel freely.
Yeah, the Good Friday Accords make it so that there can never be a hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, that was the problem with Brexit. Was how do they account for the Good Friday Agreement?
Yeah, because they can't have a border. So Britain has to have a border with the European Union, but because of the Good Friday Agreement, they can't have a border between Northern Ireland and Ireland. And because Northern Ireland is part of the UK, they can't have a border between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. So where do they put the border? The answer was they just put it between Northern Ireland and the UK, and they kind of pretend like it's not there.
I think one thing too
it.
that people might overlook is the fact that Ireland, like real Ireland, the orange one, is having a housing crisis similar to like, you know, Canada, where everything's unaffordable.
Really
now,
bad.
I don't know how Belfast is, but I can imagine it's a lot cheaper. So I feel like if they unified, since Belfast would be the second biggest city with industry, right? Because it's not like you can have a real industrious job at Galway or something. I feel like a lot of people would flock to Belfast and probably drive their house prices up.
Yeah, I feel like there's housing crises like everywhere, crises everywhere on the planet, except for like China.
Wasn't that
they have the opposite
wasn't
housing
that
crisis?
possible before Brexit? Couldn't people just move to Northern Ireland if they wanted to?
From where? Elsewhere in the EU?
From Ireland, for example.
Yes,
But,
yeah. When the UK and Ireland were both members of the EU, yes. One of the best benefits of the European Union is that you have European citizenship by virtue of having national citizenship in any one of the member states. And one of those freedoms that's guaranteed to you as a European citizen is the right to live and work in any of the other member states of the European Union. So you can move from Portugal to Greece.
In that, though?
Sorry?
Did the UK fully participate in that, though? Because I know they had exceptions.
Yes, the UK had some exceptions. The big exceptions that the UK had were initially under the Blair government. They had an exception to the Common Social Policy or something that they eventually joined in like 2009 or something. They had an opt-out from the Euro. They had an opt-out from Schengen. The Schengen area is the borderless travel area, and that's not really just the EU, right? Because you can travel...
Switzerland.
Yeah, like Switzerland and Norway are part of Schengen, so you can cross the border from Sweden into Norway or Italy into Switzerland. Even though they're not members of the EU, you don't have to show your passport.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the UK had a couple of opt-outs, so if they ever rejoin, they're never, and they will. I'm very confident that in my lifetime, the UK will rejoin the EU. I'd say within the next 20, 30 years.
What do you think's more likely, the UK breaking up with at least Scotland leaving, or the UK as a whole rejoining the EU?
I don't think Scotland's leaving. I feel like that would be a real dire situation for them.
Agreed.
You know, they've got offshore oil, but it's not like they can really tap it. And I don't know who owns it, right? Like if they leave, would Britain say, well, we built it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Scotland is viable as an independent entity. You know, during the first referendum, there were questions about like, well, what do we do about our currency, right? And the Scottish National Party, the SNP, didn't really have a good answer for that. They basically just said like, we'll work it out, you know, like don't worry about it. Which isn't an answer to like a pretty fundamental question, which is like, what money am I going to use on a daily basis in my new country if we're independent, you know? So if you can't answer that question, then it's kind of like, it's not really a serious proposal. But like I said, I think Scottish independence would be funny.
Oh, for sure. It would be the news story of the year.
Oh, yeah. I think... sorry, go ahead.
Would it be funnier than Irish independence, though?
Northern Ireland?
Northern Ireland would not be as funny if it became... No, it would be funny if it became independent and not part of the Republic of Ireland. If it became its own thing, that would be hilarious.
There should be...
a thorough foot shooting.
There should be a reverse United Kingdom. A United Kingdom of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. And Wales.
Oh, that's how they should rename it. Yeah, for sure.
Everything except England.
Oh, what about Wales? I think if they left, that would be the truly funny thing. Because, England's gearing up to see Scotland leave. They're gearing up to see Northern Ireland leave. They're preparing everything, and then just Wales walks out the back door.
That's a good comic. That's a good joke.
One of the interesting things about Wales is that Wales has never been an independent country, an independent state or kingdom.
It was briefly.
I don't believe that's true. It was always part of. It was annexed by England in like the 1300s.
Well,
before it was like an organized polity.
I don't think that it was. No, they had a king that bowed down to England and was absorbed by king. It was like King something of Wales.
Kingdom of Gwynedd was a Welsh kingdom and Roman Empire successor state.
Yeah, Llewellyn like II.
Yeah, I guess it kind of had something about 800 years. Kingdom of Gwynedd. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. Gwynedd? Gwynedd? Yeah.
I don't know. Welsh sounds weird. But they were like mostly independent. Like the British Isles were kind of weird at the time because there was like a overarching crown, but the power that was held waxed and waned so much it was unclear if things were like independent or just left alone. But I think that Wales was independent. They dug a canal between Wales and England around that time, like physically separated them. They took a big ditch.
They didn't do a very good job.
Yeah.
No, they did keep the English out, unfortunately.
I mean, geez, not even the Atlantic can really keep the English out, so they had no chance, really.
Yeah. The only thing that can keep the English out is direct conflict. They will scatter like fleas. Well, maybe not. They did in the US.
Unless it's related to soccer.
True.
Yeah, just go to the UK and call it soccer, and then watch what they do.
They came up with the term. Why would they be mad?
All right, I'm going to end the poll. So the poll was 63 to 37 in favor of coats of arms on flags. So Aaron and I are humbled, but 63% of chat is wrong.
We're going to have a recount.
I'm going to
have some of my suspicious votes out of Georgia.
I'm going to get some of my guys in here to vote. The real good guys. They vote good. They vote beautiful,
Yeah, too bad voting is based on the Electoral College. Cole and Aaron have a combined 4 votes. I have 2 and Chad has 1, so they won.
I'm Canadian. I don't know what an Electoral College is, so checkmate.
God,
you have a
consider
direct
yourself
election.
Lucky.
Oh no, you're Parliament, so it's just whoever
parliamentary.
wins the majority gets to choose. That's silly.
Yeah, but our maps look exactly like yours, where all except our version of the Republicans, they're blue, and our Liberals, they're red. So if you look, the whole country is like all blue, except for Toronto and Montreal, like all the tiny little cities at the bottom, they're red. Oh, and Nunavut is always orange for the NDP.
Yeah,
What does NDP stand for?
New Democrat Party. They're like the progressives.
Oh, okay.
The international colors for like socialism and communism have always been red, and for conservative movements it's usually been blue. So it's reversed in the U.S. and it's actually only about since 2000 that the political parties, that the Democrats have been associated with blue and that the Republicans have been associated with red. I believe it was because of cable news channels in the 2000 election. Basically all just started showing the Republicans as red and Democrats as blue, and it's just stuck. But yeah, it's flipped from what it is internationally.
I really like how the Republicans and Democrats have like flip-flopped and like the policies have changed so much. Not so much that it's happened, because that's natural, but the fact that Republicans seem to not understand this and refuse to accept that, like, yeah, Lincoln was a Republican. Okay, but why does that matter? Do you think I, as a Democrat, would not have voted for Lincoln? Like, I don't understand what your point is.
Yeah,
I
it's
think I would have voted for him.
there's inconsistency. Like there's groups of Republicans who just generally don't understand that the party's flipped, and then there are the ones that are engaging in bad faith that understand that the party's flipped, but they don't want to be sort of viewed as the continuity of like the Confederacy, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like the idea that like, oh, the Republicans are the party of Lincoln, right? But at the same time saying like we shouldn't tear down all these statues and monuments to Confederate generals and politicians.
Yeah.
You can't, like, how do you square that circle? You can't.
I've heard the same person say both of those points in the same interview. I don't know how that level of cognitive dissonance can exist within a person, but it is impressive.
Unironically, flying the Confederate flag, the stars and bars, is... I mean, like, it... You know, it's in support of treason, you know? The Confederacy was an enemy of the United States.
Yeah. My family... in the 1860s lived in like Oklahoma and Arkansas, and so my family actually, here's what they did. My ancestors defected and moved to the north in order to fight for the Union. That's what you do if you're not a traitor. I'm not kidding. They left Arkansas to go to fight for the Union. That's one of my proud family achievements. Distant branches did fight for the Confederacy. We don't talk about them.
Good deal, too, right? You get to leave Arkansas and be a hero.
I know, right?
I think everyone that leaves Arkansas is the hero.
Yeah.
We definitely have, there's definitely one chatter from Arkansas, because I do remember drawing the Arkansas flag on one of the early flag streams.
Oh, hell yeah. Who's from Arkansas? Are you here?
I don't remember.
Arkansas, friend?
Arkansas.
We're in Arkansas. My grandmother is from a town in Arkansas called Bald Knob, which is top 10 town names.
Maybe that's where we'll do weather for PNN next, the Bald Knob.
Bald Knob? Hell yeah.
2 Angry Canadas.
People are chatting the lyrics of whatever the song is. Union Forever. Solidarity Forever. Good song.
Way down south in the land of traitors, rattlesnakes and alligators.
Do you listen to classic country, either of you two?
Not beyond, like, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, not particularly.
Okay, I listen to it all the time. My wife
tell.
likes it. Yeah.
Chad, if you didn't know, so our last 2 shorts were sort of like Western country themed, and Gate Nerd suggested both of them. So all the country stuff that you're going to see on the channel is because of Gate Nerd.
Yeah, you can just assume that if it like reminds you of Hank Williams, it was me. That's basically it. The song from the one that I posted today is a Twitter thread that somebody used a country and Western AI singer to read. That's where it comes from. I don't know if I explained that to you guys, but it's a Twitter thread read by AI in a country and Western voice with AI music. The best thing AI has ever done.
What are the what's the name
Istanbul.
of the... Sorry, go ahead. No, what's the name of that the song, the Way Down South in Land of Traitors?
I think it's called Solidarity Forever.
Oh, I thought it was the Way Down, like the Hymn of Dixieland or something.
It might be.
It takes the what's it called? No, Solidarity Forever is a Union song.
It is, but that's what they were... oh, no, you're right. Yeah, I was thinking Solidarity Forever, which is for unions. Sorry, I think it's... I was thinking union as in North.
Chat will know. Union Dixie, that's it. Yeah, it's based on... Like, the tune is to the tune of the... Whatever the other song is. Dixie.
Have you heard the song?
There's Dixie and Union Dixie. Dixie is like the Confederate one, and then Union Dixie is the one donkey on them.
Have you heard the song Battle of New Orleans by Johnny Horton?
That sounds very familiar, actually.
We fired our cannon till the barrel melted down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind, and when we touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind. Classic.
Nice. Draw a third Canada, I think.
I've never liked drawing the Canadian flag, especially the leaf.
I like it. I think it's one of the more fun flags to draw.
It frustrates me because I always feel like I should be able to do it better than I can. Mexico, I just do a lot of tracing. So
Yeah.
that's easy. If it's tracing, I can do it. If it requires some sort of artistic skill, it's beyond me.
No, you're a good artist. Don't sell yourself short. All
I
right.
try. It takes some effort.
Chat has a couple
I
more
did
things to share. Go ahead. Keep.
Who does?
Sorry, I didn't. Chat has a couple things that they want to share. They ping me in Discord,
Oh,
so I'm gonna
great.
show some stuff. What do we got? Guess Fred's got a comic.
Oh, here's a fun fact from you because Guess Fred just said the man who lived through 55 days at Peking. I have no idea what the comment means, but do you know why Beijing used to be called Peking?
I don't. Why is that?
So today, Chinese is written in characters, So each symbol doesn't have a phonetic pronunciation, like you can't read it like English. So there have been ways to Latinize Chinese for English readers.
Mm-hmm.
The one that we use today is called Pinyin, which was, I think, made in the 50s or the 60s or something like that.
Right.
But there have been systems of romanization of Chinese for centuries. And one of the more popular ones, called Wade Giles, was used for a century or something like that. I don't know exactly how long, but Chinese has a lot of sounds that we don't exactly have in English, or at least they don't map onto English letters very well. And so they had to reuse a bunch of letters. So Chinese has multiple sounds that could be used as a B in English. And so in the Wade Giles system, the B that's in Beijing was written as a P in Wade Giles, and the J ended up being written as a K, just because J and B were already used for other syllables, basically. And so the written form of Beijing, which in Chinese was always pronounced Beijing, in Wade Giles was Peking, which if you knew how to read it, was read as Beijing.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody knew how to read it, and it was still printed in newspapers, so everybody just ended up calling it Peking. There's a bunch of other examples of Wade Giles screwing up English names for Chinese stuff, but that's the funnest one, is Peking, which just caught on. It was never Peking. Nobody ever called it that before.
Mm-hmm.
People misread it, which is pretty fun.
That's pretty cool.
Do you speak Chinese at all?
I speak it enough, yeah, to order food and not die if I'm traveling in China.
All I know are ni hao ma and shi.
Snake?
Shi? Is that yes?
Yeah.
I'm probably not doing
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure is yes.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Basically just sure in English.
Okay. Sure.
Sh is snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you clarified that.
Yeah, no problem.
I was at a bar a couple months ago, and I struck up a conversation with some guy from Harbin, and he was telling me, he was giving me phrases, Chinese phrases to learn. Forget all of them.
Oh, I want to ask you about this. In this comic that you have on the screen right now with Belgium, is that how you do eyes over black flags? because I don't do that. You see
this
how
is
it's
clever,
like white?
But yeah, so here, let me just give a little bit of context here. This is Prussian Media's comic, and this is supposed to be Aaron and then myself. So Aaron's flag is actually, it's like brown on the left, and then orange, and then on the right it's purple. So this is in Belgium. This is supposed to be Aaron.
It's goldenrod. It's goldenrod.
Golden. Okay. So yeah, like if you're ever drawing Aaron's profile, just take his just save like the image of his profile picture to use those colors. But all right, so this is Basement 2016. Want to hear a joke? No. Why did the Redditors trap us here? Funny, mind blown. Do you like humans? Are you a ball? I like ball. Eat balls. How did the duck cross the road? I don't understand. You get 20 minutes. What is this at the bottom, Prussian Media? Is this Reddit? Is this ball supposed to be Reddit? We got a meta comic here. I don't quite understand what's going on. I mean, it's cool. I like the eyes in the last panel. I don't really do that in comics. I know. I think Aaron and Gaynor, I think you guys have done that before with like these big eyes that sort of like pop out.
Yeah, I like doing that.
I should do that.
Yeah,
I really like the text in the second panel.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like the way that works. Oscar, Wild of Oscar user on Polandball that makes a lot of really good comics. He does really creative things with text, and that reminds me of him.
He also does the bulgy eyes.
He does. So much that I banned him from doing it. Not really. I banned him from doing a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah.
I'm his biggest hater.
But you do it out of love or something.
Let's see, Sphinxon has something he wants to share too. I'm gonna pull it up on screen.
I'm only harsh on Oscar because I expect so much from them. That's it.
I've
seen Oscar make some of my favorite comics, and then just drivel, and it makes me upset. That's honestly the reason why.
Yeah, like the genius kid phoning it in school. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Prussian Media, 6,425 days in the basement. It's a long time. So this is a profile picture that Sphinxon made of themselves. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's really well done.
This is really, really cool.
I like the sky.
Fantasy flag, or is that a flag I should know?
I think it's a fantasy flag. I think it's based
That's really cool design.
I like that he's beheading the capitalist in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
hammer.
Sweet. Yeah, the hammer is good. Like I like the
guillotine.
Yeah, the texture that you put on the wood handle.
Mm-hmm.
Fire, I think, is always fun to draw, where you just do different shades of red, orange, and yellow.
I despise fire.
I love drawing fire.
It's my least favorite thing to draw. This is good. I like this, but I like the sky a lot more. The sky looks really nice.
Yeah, the sky is great here. And this is a good thing that I don't do often enough, is when you're drawing stars, make them different sizes. I usually just phone it in and I do like 1 or 2 pixel sort of squares rather. So you can see here he did just single pixel for stars that are smaller, and then he did a plus sign for stars that are closer, or bigger rather. Very, very clever. It makes it look less uniform, which is very good. This is great. 10 out of 10. I love this. This is like my ideal kind of Polandball style, you know?
Yeah, no, that is quintessential Polandball. Great MS Paint feel. Not too much like shading, like just the right amount. Like 4 colors is about ideal for classic Polandball look.
Yeah. Some
people go overboard. This is good.
Yeah, this is a winner.
Here's another comic. Whose was this? This was Fred's, I think. Guess Fred. All right, so we've got Sweden and Norway, and it looks like Denmark in the next panel. You suck. Nein, Fendig. What is happening is over there. You are ein Kronidiot. You are schizoval. Why is you fighting? Norges of startings it. Could you please stop? Or could you stop, please? Greet, I am of leaving this place. And then just keep arguing. This is how I imagine like the entirety of the Nordic countries and all their relationships with each other. except for Finland. Like, I don't know, like, in my headcanon, you guys can tell me if this is how you think of them too, but I think of Norway, Sweden, and Denmark in particular always just, like, yelling at each other about, like, the most inconsequential stuff, because they're basically all the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's sort of like Iceland is kind of hanging out there and is kind of similar-ish, but people forget about it because it's so small. And then
Sorry
Finland...
to point this out, but we've got some Colin size here.
Oh, true, yeah.
At the bottom.
Yeah. These look like Collins's eyes.
Collins is a favorite of the Polandball community. He's like, your favorite Polandball artist's favorite Polandball artist.
Honestly, I'm not a fan.
Norje. And then I think of Finland as being sort of like aloof,
Yeah, solitary. There's the really good comic. I think it's one of the top of all time about like Finnish. Oh, we made it.
Alpaca. Alpaca made that animation. Yep.
Yeah, that's a really good comic, and that's what I think of when I think of Finland.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like whenever I think of like the Nordic Council meeting up, like they're all there, and Sweden, Denmark, and Norway are yelling at each other, and Finland is just there with like sunken eyes, with like bags under his eyes and drunk, with like a bottle of vodka or something.
Sometimes a cigarette.
I really like the juxtaposition of historic Nordic peoples and modern Nordic peoples, because they were very violent. They were raiders, pillagers, and now they're just like puppies. You know what I mean? Like, not really Finland. They're still like the war dogs of the area, but it's like defensively, obviously. But like, it's kind of funny that they kind of got it out of their system over the last, over a course of a couple hundred years. They got it out of their system by attacking like England and Estonia, and now they're just chill. I find that very funny.
I think for like all the Nordic countries, because they're so small, like once the world became bigger than just Europe, from Europeans' perspectives, they couldn't really afford to do anything other than like try and keep their head down,
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Oh, that's not a good ball. Nick, your profile picture is Indonesia, not Poland. So in Polandball, one of the most sacred rules is that Poland is drawn upside down. So it's red on top, white on the bottom.
Everything in Poland is upside down.
It's like Australia.
Except backwards and upside down.
I actually took time today to go and update the Wikipedia page for country balls, and I corrected that mistake. They've made a bunch of mistakes on the Wikipedia page, but I corrected some of them with citations, so hopefully they won't remove them. But that was one of them, because they just said nobody really knows why. And I said, well, and so I added that the joke continued because it really made Wojak mad, and everybody thought that was funny.
I love that the Wojak memes and Polandball were both spawned as just like one guy's way to upset a Polish person on the internet.
I feel like there's like other examples of that in history where it's just like very like separate but incredibly influential people or things happened in the same place at the same time. I know this is an example of them being independent because it was very much related, but it kind of is the same way that it's incredible that two memes that are still prevalent today came out of the same message boards in like 2009. That is really funny to me.
Yeah.
Guest-fed Alpaca made the new animated icon for the Discord.
Yeah, it's dope as hell. I love it.
Yeah. So, Kolai, why do you not use the magic wand select tool to not draw over lines?
What do you
know what I mean? So, like, you see how your ball has gone below the panel boundary?
Yeah.
If you just, like, use the magic wand to select the blank space between the panel borders, you can only draw in that area, so you won't go over the border.
Let me try that.
As long as they're all on the same layer.
Yeah, I layer like everything, so that's probably why.
Okay.
I've used the magic wand tool in the past, but it's something that I just don't use often enough, so I just don't. I'm sure there's like things that I could do to sort of make my drawing more efficient, but this is just what I've done for so long. Old habits die hard, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. I've relied on it like a crutch. That and brush smoothing. I need those in order to make a comic.
What is brush smoothing?
It basically just removes the... I don't really know how it works. I assume that it removes the shakiness from your brush strokes and then just averages them out so that if you draw a circle, it won't be jagged. It will just follow the... It figures out what your desired path is and removes any random noise, basically.
All right. Show me how to do that. Oops.
I use GIMP. I assume Photoshop has it.
I thought you used Photoshop.
But I haven't used Photoshop. I used Photoshop for Polandball comics for the first year I made comics. But then my free school account was ended, so I moved to GIMP.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called stroke smoothing. That's what it's called in GIMP, at least.
Stroke smoothing.
Smooth stroke.
Smooth
It's
brain.
in the
Smooth strokes
settings.
or smooth brains.
Exactly.
Smooth the leaf up a little bit.
What's your favorite emotion to draw in Polandball?
I like angry eyes, just because it's simple and it's like one of those few, because you're so limited with how to draw emotion.
Right.
With just eyes and like wrinkles, I think angry eyes gets it across perfectly. Better than like any other. Like happy eyes are good too, but I don't know. I like angry eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
they're my favorite too.
But I also like here. I've told chat ad nauseum that my favorite thing to draw are sunglasses. So just like the blank kind of expression that you get from sunglasses, I love.
See, I add emotion to my sunglasses. I basically just treat them as eyes. So if America is angry, the sunglasses are still slanted like you have right here.
I do that too.
Oh, okay.
So this is an older comic of mine. This is 12 Angry Mates. This trial is nothing but a formality. Put an end to this charade. Are you suggesting this is some sort of kangaroo court? How dare you? So you can see I did I flexed the eyes. That's one of the things that I like about Polandball is having the sunglasses move as if they were eyes.
Yeah.
But here, no, what I like drawing is, oops. I like having the US just show up and like be totally expressionless, just wearing the glasses, right?
Right.
So like this, and then what was the other one I did recently, the atomic bomb one? What was that called? Atomic Betrayal. I think that's what it was called.
I have a 13-word character limit in the basement, and I can only speak every 5 minutes or so. For the people wondering.
So this comic, I loved. This is based on that like the Anakin Padme meme, right? So the U.S. is supposed to have a straight face here, but like you can tell what the U.S.'s expression is here, even though this is just default sunglasses,
Yeah, because of like the angle that you have, the stripes and everything.
Yeah.
And sort of the squishiness, the squashedness of the ball. It's good.
Jacob, welcome. Wansan. Dude, I have literally never heard of this channel, but you saw countries and clicked because holy shit, country balls. Welcome, man. That's always
like
great.
country balls, this is the place for you.
Yep.
You won't find anywhere on YouTube with more years of country ball experience behind it. That's a fact.
Yeah, collectively we have like, I don't know,
50 years.
Probably more than
40.
that. Aaron, Dick Ryder, and we've each got about 12, 13 years in Polandball. Conrad,
CSM too.
Conrad, you
Oh,
don't.
yeah, he was there in the beginning.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, we're well over half a century of Polandball or knowledge collectively.
That's honestly hilarious. That's really good. That's
Honduras.
like the stuff that you put on the letterhead of a law firm or something.
Juan San,
really
you like to watch Drew Journal in your free time? So Drew Journal, there's a lot of overlap in our viewership. Drew Journal steals our comics, and for the longest time, he didn't even give us credit that he shows in his videos. He makes money off it. So we're not fans of Drew Journal here, but we understand that we have a lot of overlap in our viewership. This channel is made up of artists that have been producing Polandball content since 2011, 2012. No, you don't have to apologize. You know, like for many people, Drew Journal is like their introduction to Polandball, to country ball content, right? And people like Aaron and Dick Rhino and myself who run this channel, are part of the team that helps run this channel. We've been doing it a lot longer than basically anyone else on the internet. So like we know Polandball inside and out. And we've been making comics for 12, 13 years at this point. And it sucks to see like somebody else take your work and basically make money off of it and not even give you credit, right? He has since, started like showing who the author is of various comics, but he's never asked me for permission to use one of my comics, for example, right? So on our channel, we ask for express permission from people in chat if they want to show like their artwork or like pictures of their dog or something on stream. We have a Discord for people to hang out and share photos and stuff. And all of the comics that we feature in our videos are either things that we've made ourselves or that we've gotten express permission from the author to show in our videos, or are like one of those super old like comics from 2009 where it's just like not possible to find the author anymore, But yeah, like you don't have to apologize for not knowing. It's never apologize for not knowing something.
Yeah,
it's always it's always a learning opportunity, right? Like when you say I don't know, all that means is that you're starting to learn. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, I
agree. That's a good way to look at it. Unless you're a doctor. Well, I guess doctor.
Or a pilot.
Yes. Okay. Well, if you keep saying I don't know as a doctor, then you probably shouldn't have passed medical school or been licensed. So. Not Marvel Sphere. Mr. Spherical. I actually like Mr. Spherical's content. It's just not really Polandball. He has mouths, he has hair, he has pupils, he has limbs, I think. The floating hands or whatever. I'm not a fan of all that stuff. Like we're very strict in the Polandball community, r/Polandball, and on this channel about being like very true to the original sort of intent and the original sort of inception of Polandball.
It's an internet meme. Nobody owns it, and everybody can have their own interpretation on it. It's just ours has certain rules that we've agreed upon over the years. The one thing that I will say is our version is the one that's been around for over a decade, and there hasn't been a bunch of people drawing in the same way as Mr. Spherical that has popped up. It's just him and a few other people. It's not like a whole thriving community. So I think that ours is better. But his stuff is definitely good. It's just different.
Yeah, I've got no beef with Mr. Spherical. Like I like his channel. But it's not like true to Polandball, But that's fine. Like his is something different. It's an evolution of Polandball. It's just different. But he's never, as far as I know, like he's never taken our content.
No, he pretty much just makes original stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. So this channel,
you gotta respect that.
Yeah, this channel, like we focus on original content. So we put out a couple shorts this week. And that was all original stuff. You don't know much about the subreddit and stuff. You only got into countries. You like geography for quite some time recently because you started researching North Korea. Yeah, so like on this channel, it's not just Polandball. It's like the Polandball channel. But like I stream a couple days a week. Gate Nerd streams every so often, and then we all make videos and stuff. But like I'll look at people's fantasy maps. I draw profile pictures for people. I talk a lot about history and politics, geopolitics, international relations, all that stuff. Flags, maps in general. I like space too, so I talk about space a lot. Gate Nerd's got a TikTok channel that's pretty big. He does a lot of like history content on that too. So it's not just strictly Polandball. It's things that are sort of related to Polandball as well, right?
Yeah, and using Polandball for it's like a medium. The way I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We just have best version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that I'll say about the Polandball subreddit is it's not just a subreddit. Like there's various, like we've got Discords for the Polandball community as well, and it's a very tight knit community. A lot of us have known each other for a very long time, so we focus quite a bit on maintaining the quality of the content. So we have these very strict rules in order to maintain that quality, because so many times somebody or another community will take some kind of meme format and then sort of run it into the ground because they don't really have strong rules or strong guardrails to maintain like a high quality of content. So like a lot of chatters here, for example, have made comics and sent them for to get approval to submit to the subreddit, but they haven't actually gotten approval. They were denied. And that's because, more often than not, your first comic doesn't quite meet the bar to get approval rights, right? Like the thing that the mods look for. Yeah, Giger, go
It's
ahead.
no problem. I had 2 comics rejected before I was approved as a submitter. I think that all of you guys didn't have to get approval. You were like the original people, so you got it when they implemented it.
We were grandfathered in,
No.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I had to do the approvals, but it was an illegal comic, and I got in on the first try.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
I never had to do an approval comic, only when I made my second account, and that was only because you guys, we were all humoring each other. You guys were going to give me my submission rights anyway, so.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I think I was a mod.
It was last year. Yeah, I had to make a new account and apply for. I didn't have to apply for submission rights, but I did.
Yeah, Wansan, it's totally fair to only have seen stuff like on YouTube. Like for any of you who haven't seen the subreddit, that's totally fine. I don't want to push you there if you don't want to, but I will say that it has years and years of fantastic comics just there for you to enjoy. It is a great place to go and just enjoy yourself. Straight up. Like,
Yeah, like for instance, if you just clicked top 100 of all time, you'd probably find yourself sitting there for at least an hour and a half just reading, because all the top, the top probably 1,000 comics are all really good.
You don't really use social media. You hardly use YouTube, so you've literally never checked any of these comics out. So I personally don't consider Reddit social media. I think it's basically just like an image board, a message board, like a forum or something. But I get like why people call it social media, because if you use a very strict definition, it is. But most people are anonymous on Reddit, so I feel like it sort of is different. But go to r/Polandball on Reddit, sort it by top of all time, and just read comics for weeks on end. But yeah, we know that Country Ball and Polandball content is actually bigger on YouTube than Reddit, and we're sort of late to the game. We only started this channel in late September or early October of last year, so we've been going for about 7 months. There's a section of the Polandball rules of things that are specifically banned for Oscar. That's true.
Yeah,
I made
there
that.
is.
You're welcome. That was me.
Oscar's one of the more inflammatory artists.
Yeah, and like I think Frug said, he uses gags way too much. I I'm not the only one who thinks this. I'm just the only one who acts on it. Okay. I won't take all of the blame, but I will take all of the blame for the Oscar's banned joke emporium or something like Oscar's overused joke emporium. I think that's good.
I think even Oscar's proud of that.
I hoped Oscar would be. I did it because I thought that Oscar would enjoy it, because Oscar was banned from using them regardless. Just there wasn't a monument to the fact that they got things banned. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think I remember him bringing it up and linking to it jokingly, so I don't think he hates it.
Yeah, he responded one time saying something about it in Mod Mail, and I told him, hey, I did this because I thought that you would appreciate it. If you want me to remove it, I will remove it. And didn't hear back, so I assume that it's fine.
Here, Northern Willow made this comic. Let's feature this comic. She wanted us to share it on stream. So, what is this? This is Egypt on the left and Australia on the right. Al Helloings, Australia. I'm of anthropologist. Would you please tellings and evolvings of Homo sapien in your clay? Oh, is this your contest entry? Huh. Sure, mate. First, Africans went to Europe and became Brits. And then those Brits went to discover Australia. A big-ass bug that's going to kill you in Australia. All good storyings, but of whatings about Aboriginals. Wait, I'm confused. I thought you said people. That's a good comic. This is the joke here is that Australia is racist. This is great. I love this. I haven't actually looked at the subreddit today, so that's probably why I missed it. I posted 23 hours ago, yeah. It's an easy upvote for me. I like this. This is funny. This is really well drawn, too. I love the big spider.
I like
the the danglies from the hat. I like that.
What are those called? Those hats?
Probably something stupid since it's Australian.
Australian.
A googly woogly.
Australian cork hat?
No, the slouch hats are the ones they wore in the wars with the one brim side up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the slouch hats. The ones with the brim up on one side. Those are cool. Cork hats? Yeah, I think these are cork hats. Your least favorite cliche is America being a blob. I think there's some really good America fat jokes. Here, Dick Rhino's got a comic. I think you guys know it. It's the one where you're trying to get on a trampoline.
Isn't Dick Rhino the reason that that's a thing?
What, America fat jokes?
No.
Like the super fat blob, like amorphous America.
I don't know who started, but like some of my oldest comics feature America as like a fat blob. Here, I can show a couple.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. They must have been from like 2013. Here, meanwhile, North America. This is a very old comic of mine. You can see the art style is pretty different from my art style now. But, you've got a bunch of European countries. They're in love, right? Czech Republic, Slovakia, France, UK, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, the Nordic countries, or Scandinavian countries. And then this must have been about 2013 because this was at the height of the Greek sovereign debt crisis. So Germany's cracking the whip over Greece. Canada's looking at them longingly. So this is North America. These are the best goddamn chalupas I've ever had. Bring me more. So this is one where I drew the U.S. as a blob here. I did one last year. I think my return comic was a fat joke too. But yeah, I'm going to find that one Dick Rhino comic. It's really good. It's literally just an America fat joke. There's no other joke to it. It's just America's fat. I have another good one actually with Canada and the U.S. as a blob. I can never remember the name of my comics.
No, I know. I always try to think of old ones. That's the hardest thing. Some stick out in your head, and others you're just gone. And it's tough. I've made so many too. I feel like some are like so pushed far down into like my Reddit account, and I forgot the names that I'll never see them again.
Yeah.
So your problem is making too many comics. I've made like 20. I remember all of them.
Is it really that little? That few?
Is somewhere between 20 and 50. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Only
not made that
50.
many.
Only 50. This is. I don't know what I drew this for. This isn't like a standalone comic. I don't know what this is.
It's good. I like it.
Oh, I've always liked this comic. The Polar
It's
Vortex.
funny. Your USAs have gotten so much better, but your Canadas kind of still look the same.
Well, Canada doesn't have any accessories, you know. Like maybe if I did like the raccoon hat or whatever, you know.
I used to do that hat. I just
Yeah, I
can't
remember.
do it anymore.
Wasn't that
Do
your
you know what's
original
kinda
flair?
fun?
You had the raccoon hat.
Yeah, I think so. Want to know something funny? The official colorings on that, it's like brown, right? With like a beige tail fur. What kind of animal would that even be? Because it's like a foxtail looking thing.
I don't know.
Can't think of anything.
Oh,
Coyote?
True Love. This is one of my favorite comics.
Right.
So, you guys know that like most people view Canada and the U.S. as brothers, right? But like these relationships aren't real, right? Like we're anthropomorphizing countries, right? So they don't have to be brothers. They can be lovers too. So I was doing like a U.S. and Canada are kind of like lovers joke here. So you know, Canada's parents are the UK and France, right? So France is the mom, right? Like if you France just has like the feminine qualities that you know would translate well to making a character like a maternal figure or something, right? So Canada is the daughter, France is the mom. Mom, how do you make a boy like you? Ma petite chérie, the way to the heart of a man is through his stomach.
Your French accent's pretty good.
Merci.
Yeah.
So I actually think the U.S. is now the largest producer of oil in history. Like right now, it's producing more oil than, or no, it might be natural gas. One of the two. But
I think it's both.
it wouldn't surprise me. But this was about 10 years ago that I drew this, maybe 8 years ago. So this would have been when Canada was probably, we were importing more oil from Canada than any other country from the Albertan tar sands.
Mm-hmm.
Conrad, you saw this comic on Pinterest?
Oh no.
But,
the horror.
See how I drew the gut here with like the shading? That's ripped straight from a Dick Rhino comic. Let me find it.
I don't. It's the America Cannot Into Trampoline. I recognize that.
Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to find.
I think it's in one of the most top controversial.
Is that what it's called? America Cannot End a Trampoline?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Here it is, yeah. America Cannot End a Trampoline. Okay. I've always loved Dick Rhino's art style. It's probably like among my favorite
Very
of
clean.
any artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very clean. Here it is.
And very consistent for like a decade.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
so is Aaron, I guess. Cola, you've changed quite a bit, but Aaron.
Oh yeah,
and
my
Dick
my
Ryan
art
are the
was
same.
garbage when I started. So this
My
is. Sorry, go ahead.
older
Aaron.
ones are kind of rough sometimes. Oh no, my older ones are kind of rough, but yeah, I got good quick, especially because of you and Dick Rhino being around. I felt like I had to keep up.
So this is America Cannot Enter Trampoline by Dick Rhino. This is from... When did he originally post this? About 9 years ago? I think it's about 9 years ago he posted this. So, Poland is trampoline. All trampoline is for Russia now. That munch looks fun. Move over, Ruski. I'm going to show you how much better I am at this than everyone else. God, he's so fat. Move over, commie bastard. America coming through. Make way for me. Oh, man, I'm going to be so good at this. Okay, here goes. You'll see what the best country can do. Snap. America! Shut up, it's not my fault you guys can't build things that hold for anything. This is literally just a fat joke. It's great. You know, there's like nothing else here. There's no subtext. It's just America's fat. You know?
You could replace it with Eric Cartman and it would work just as well.
Yeah.
But see these lines?
I've always thought that. Yeah.
This is I did the same thing. You know? That's what you can do. That's what's beautiful about art is you can be inspired by other people and just incorporate it into your artwork. You know?
Yeah, I use I'd forgotten where I got it from, but I do a little pouch or a pocket on the UK for its monocle, and that's something that I took from Brain for Breakfast.
Oh, okay. Let me do you have a comic that I can show on stream? That we'd like to show off?
Yeah, I'll just send one to you on the Discord.
Sure.
I can find one.
Sinister, do I know about Call Musical? I think you asked me that the other day. I don't remember. Northern Will, a lot of the ways that you draw poem balls ripped straight out of Aaron and Colai comics. Good. We're glad that we can inspire you. Conrad, give you a comic idea to draw, you'll speedrun it, you can review it. Do you want an original idea? If you don't want an original idea and you just want to speedrun something, do the original Poland Cannot Into Space comic. That's always a good one to just to draw by yourself.
Like a pilgrimage.
Yeah. Show Canada collapsing in the next panel. Oh, I've already I know how I want this comic to end. I'm gonna do one more sort of Canada staring at itself. Actually, do I need another one? Maybe it's superfluous if I had a third panel.
Brevity is the soul of wit, as they say.
Yes. That's informed my comics. That's one of... There's a couple of rules that I follow whenever I'm making comics. One is brevity is the soul of wit. So I guess it's sort of related to the rule of three. The rule of three in comedy is that things are funnier in groups of three. Because three is the minimum number of things that you need to establish a pattern, right? So if you're going for something like misdirection, then you give two examples, and then the third one is different, right? Because after you've seen two examples of the same thing, you expect the third one to be the same. That's where you insert the joke and misdirect the audience, or the viewer.
Yeah, like I think honestly the only time I ever go past 3 is when I'm really trying to really drag out the joke to the point where it's like going so long it's almost ridiculous, which I think then adds to humor. Like I think about that one where it's just showing the UK and he's gunning down like all these colonies, and it's not just 3, it just goes through Quebec, India, like Americans, Irish, Scottish, Africans, Chinese, you name it, and then finally it's like the punchline with the US.
All right, we're going to show a Gate Nerd comic. Gate Nerd did a lot of really high-effort comics. I don't think I've seen this one before, actually. So what is this one called?
Really?
Oh, no, I have seen this.
Yeah, it's called An Eye for an Eye. It won a contest. It was my first and only contest victory.
Eye for an Eye by Gate Nerd. Let's take a look. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims today. Generic elementary school. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a, pop-pop, bang, pew-pew, pow. Shouldn't you know, you go stop the shooter, eh? Oh, fuck no, that's super scary. But I promise to find out who is responsible. You sold an M16 to the kid shooting up the middle school? Sure did, pa. Do a background check? Yep, they piggy swore not to shoot up no school. Waiting period? Of course, the mandatory 20 minutes. Huh, nothing wrong here. Oh, I can't show that on stream. Should have sanitized it.
So sorry. Let me fix it. I can fix it.
Does it matter if it was like for a second it showed up?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Just gotta be careful. We can't show. You can't show swastikas on YouTube. So when you draw, say, Nazi Germany or something in a comic, you need to change the swastika to something else. So normally, like what Chicken Scuttle Monkey has done is he just draws like a black circle instead of the swastika. Prussian Media, can I review your comic? Yeah, let's take a look. Delete some of the stuff that I downloaded. I need to finish this comic too. I only have like one more panel. No, two more panels. You have swastikas all over one of your videos because of the World War II video. So it's like you can have that stuff in videos, it just gets demonetized, and we don't want our videos or streams to get demonetized. You use X's instead of swastikas? Yeah, that makes sense too. Here, let me find Prussian Media's comic. Did you put it in the Comics and Art channel? Comics and Art. Prussian Media, 4 Days of Warsaw. Is this what you wanted us to show, Prussian Media? It's like Poland with a plunger, Soviet Union. Hits the Soviet Union with the plunger. Soviet Union dies, breaks up, and that's Kazakhstan. You put the word Nazi in front of the swastika. Oh, instead of the swastika? That's clever too. The comic is about Kazakhstan. Is this just like the Soviet Union collapsing? Is this what, like solidarity in Poland being one of the catalysts of the collapse of communism? Eastern Bloc? I like it. I like how you drew the Soviet Union's eyes here, like black and with a gray pupil or whatever. I don't know if it's a pupil or if it's just like a glare, but it's cool. I like it. And it's like a sickly red. That's very clever to show it's dying. Very cool.
First panel kind of reminds me of Deadpool.
Yeah. Very cool.
I sent a fixed version of that comic. Sorry about that. Totally forgot.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Sanitized comic. Okay. Here's Gate Nerd's sanitized comic. All right. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims today. Shouldn't you know, go stop the shooter, eh? Oh, fuck no. That's super scary. But I promise to find out who is responsible. You sold an M16 to the kid shooting up the middle school? Sure did, Pa. Do a background check? Yep. The piggy swore not to shoot up no school. Waiting period? Of course. The mandatory 20 minutes. Huh. Nothing wrong here. Huh. Can't find any answers on the shooter's socials. Very evil. Coal power? I'm a poopy. Republican platform. Recommended. Live. School shooter POV. 5K watching. White genocide. Nitrate explosives. How to. Beginner. Elementary school lockdown procedure. Why I'm gonna kill them all. 5 views. 2 weeks ago. I'll go ask Dad. Pops, I just can't figure out why I have such a mass shooting problem. Well, son, let me show you something. At some point, every nation's laws become outdated and have to be changed. All men equal, 1776. Oh, okay, it's going up. Your laws were modernized from mine, of course, but mine were sadly adapted from the French. The French built on Roman laws, which were based on the Greek, and so on and so on. Back to the very first set of laws, laid out in Mesopotamia. Got handy pole here. There's a workaround since you don't have you can't draw hands in Polandball. This is a workaround that some people use, handy pole.
Trying to squash that.
Yeah, try not to do it.
I like it.
So what you're saying
once
is...
Gate is on the side of fun.
All my problems, all those shootings, it's all this fucker's fault? That isn't my point at all. Got it, thanks, Dad. Apaches. Mission accomplished. Guess deserve more than a last time. This is really, really well drawn. I love this.
Yeah, the trick for me winning a contest was I came up with the idea for the contest. Like, I wrote the contest because I had this idea for a comic. And
Dude,
I knew
you're
it
not
was
supposed to
good.
admit that.
Is that bad?
Someone's background is
Oh.
coming through. Yeah, I think there's people in the hallway, in the hallway outside my apartment. So the mic might be catching them. Quebec is good. Controversial.
I said that.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, I like Quebec.
I've never been.
I was there a few weeks ago. It's really beautiful, especially Quebec City.
Make Iraq dodge. You come from Baghdad. You're British and Iraqi. Yeah, the Iraq War was stupid. It was a mistake. This is really well done, though. This is a great comic. Love it. But yeah, so like this panel here, like this is sadly like whenever school shootings and stuff happen, it's like people find the social media accounts of the shooter, and like yeah, they're talking about like they say like racist stuff, anti-Semitic stuff, or Islamophobic stuff, right? It's like, oh wow, I guess we probably should have figured that like this person was going to become violent, you know?
Yeah.
It's really sad to see that stuff.
This was a very pointed comic. I wanted to make a bunch of points, and it made a lot of people very mad, which I thought proved like that was enough for me. That it made a bunch of people really mad at the comments.
It's a great comic.
Yeah, for real, I agree.
And the so if you scroll down to like the Briton sitting in a chair.
Oh, let me pull it back up.
Oh, sorry. I'm watching the stream, and so there's a delay.
Yeah, it's
so
just like a 30-second delay.
Yeah, but it has Britain with a little pocket for the monocle cord to go down into.
Oh, that's clever.
And also
yeah,
that whole frame is from an old Polandball comic, like On a Train or something like that, if you remember, where like England is on a train and there's a bunch of loud Americans on it.
Oh, is that a Go Ice Go comic?
Yes.
Wow, I can't believe I remember that.
Yeah, the final panel of that comic is Britain sitting in a chair like this going, bloody Yanks. And so I used the same living room.
Yeah, that looks familiar. Yeah, Go Ice Go has been gone for like a decade, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was like the fourth person, you know, like when it was like the unofficial triumvirate was Dick, Rhino, Aaron, myself. I always thought he was like the fourth one, you know?
No, I agree. Yeah, because he was back way early, and he repped that Cascadia flair.
Yeah. So you mentioned this. I actually I have a couple comics with a similar chair, and that's what I was going to draw in actually the next panel. So maybe I'll just rip yours. Here, the American Revolution.
I think I ripped theirs, so that's totally fine.
So yeah, I have like the same kind of.
It's hard to put a sphere into a chair. I will say that.
Okay. This is an old comic of mine that I really like too. So this is 1776. Got this is America. Is it all right if I go out with my friend tonight? Of course, darling. The colonial times. Threats to British North America. The French, savages, and helicopter parenting. What the devil is a helicopter? Artist's impression, interpretation of a savage Indian. The 7-ball. I'm gonna go out now, Dad. She changed into a different flag. Not looking like that, you aren't. You don't understand me like France does. He likes me this way. France? I thought I told you to stay away from that debauched cretin. I hate you. I'm leaving. Come back here, you whore.
Oh.
But I brought this up because I want to take this chair.
It looks like the chair from Blue's Clues.
Maybe I'll make it blue. Oh, I should trace over it. Something new, you know? Juice Glass is a cool country ball animator who spends years creating the most cool animations. His videos are like movies because most are like more than 10 minutes. I will have to check him out. That's super cool. Animations take a really long time. to make. That's why like you don't see a lot of sort of country ball or Polandball animations.
Yeah, Alpaca works long hours on those.
Yeah.
There should be some more soon.
Yellow hexagon, you might be onto something, but I think that so far in history, a Frenchman has not been developed that's able to pass the Turing test. So Aaron would be the first in that case.
So for Kazakhstan for 4 days, thought that the Soviet Union would return, but they never did. So Kazakhstan was the last member of the Warsaw Pact. Interesting. I do know that Belarus, I don't think actually really left the Soviet Union. I think everyone else left, and then Belarus was the last remaining republic, so it sort of just like collapsed.
Yeah.
No, I think it was Kazakhstan was the last one.
I'm pretty sure it was Belarus. Here, let me see.
No, it was Kazakhstan, I swear to God.
Dissolution of the USSR.
Because Belarus was in that meeting with Ukraine and Russia where the three of them declared independence together. Because I remember Putin made a big deal about how that was stupid lately.
December 16th, 1991, the Kazakh SSR became the last republic to formally secede from the Soviet Union.
But did Belarus actually secede?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it looks like they did August 25th. Okay.
Yeah.
Secession was recognized on the 26th of December for a number of states. But yeah, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania were like, they were the first out the gate. They're like, get me the hell out of here.
Yeah, they were ready.
Yeah. And
It's
like,
kind of funny.
yeah, the Baltic states have, they're the most successful post-Soviet states, and it's like not even close. They're all developed countries.
Yeah.
They're relatively wealthy. They're not like Western Europe levels of rich, but they're getting close, you know?
Yeah, like Estonia, for instance. Don't they have a really excellent tech sector?
Yes.
Yes.
Was
They're
it
well
Skype
known for
Estonian?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I can't disprove that, and it seems right. That's good enough for me.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about Skype to disprove it.
Well, I know it wasn't invented here. I'll look it up.
All right, so we're gonna draw. I'm gonna draw this chair. I'm gonna put the U.S. in it, and then I need a second country to be talking to the U.S. What should that country be, chat?
Make him do something really difficult.
Turkmenistan.
Yeah.
Chat wants me to. Chat has suggested drawing Turkmenistan many times, and I refuse. It's such an ugly flag.
Oh, I agree.
And Turkmenistan is never relevant in international affairs, so.
No, I can't even think of anything. Like, I know they have a crazy dictator, but I can't think of them interacting with anybody around them.
They keep trying to break records for things, and they keep failing, I think.
Well,
But I
that's
can't
a record
really
in and of
recall.
itself, right?
Yeah, I think they wanted to build like the world's tallest hotel or something, and then North Korea built one that beat it, and they gave up or something like halfway through. I can't remember, but
Suggestions: Iraq, Mexico, Spain, France, Australia.
Iraq has a good flag.
Yeah, I like Iraq's flag.
Arabic is a pretty script. I think it is like an art. It's like designed to be artistic.
Yeah,
And
it is very pretty. I can't read it at all, but it's very pretty.
No.
So like
It's
whenever I
left to
draw,
right, and it is all combined, which is crazy.
Just a shame that everybody just draws it as scribbles.
I mean that's what I do when I draw the Saudi flag because I don't know how to draw it or write it.
No,
I
I try
usually
to
just
make the
trace
scribbles
it.
look accurate, though.
That's good.
They should have thought about that when they designed the flag, really. Like people on the internet being too lazy to draw it. That should have come across their mind.
Yeah, why weren't people in the 1930s considering?
Why didn't we just write this in Arial black?
Yeah. Times New Roman.
I mean, Denmark has the oldest flag and they got it spot on. It's red with 2 lines.
Is this a hot
good
take?
that
I
everybody-
don't think the Nordic Cross is like a great design.
Oh, I hate it, actually. It's just easy.
Yeah, it's easy. I like drawing them, but I don't think it's like I don't think any of the Nordic flags are S tier flags. I think Norway's got the best one, but I would say it's maybe like a B tier.
I like Sweden's, but that's just because I'm partial to yellow and blue.
Yellow and
It's a
blue
nice
is
color combo.
yeah, they work well together.
Or if you think about it, I really like A-lands. It's I don't.
Is
I
that
think
it's
Finland.
white, the white field?
No, it's like the Romanian colors. It's
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah,
like
I know what you're
Norway's
talking about.
flag.
Yeah.
yeah. Romanian colors. I mean, you have red, yellow, and blue RGB. Oh wait, no, that's red, green, blue.
No, yeah. No green.
Yellow gets such disrespect. Whenever you can buy anything, you can always get it in green, red, blue.
Another hot take. I don't like most African flags because I don't think the Pan-African flags work well together. Green, red, and yellow.
Oscar made a really, really excellent comic about that, where Ethiopia is like showing them why his flag is the way he is, and it's
That
like
is a
set
good
in
comic.
Yeah,
Yes.
set in a classroom, and then he's like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna like go on break and come back, and I hope you guys have good, unique flags." And it's like all just different variations of Ethiopia's.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I'll have to look at
I
it.
think that was September 2020 because me and him were fighting for the lesser known
spot.
September thing.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was a really good comic.
Yeah, it was really good. I think it got like 10,000 upvotes.
Nice.
Those were the days.
I know. I mean, Zemo got a 10,000 comic like last week or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow, like, the algorithm just doesn't affect him.
No, Oscar too. He got 5,000 yesterday.
Yeah.
It's kicking me in the ribs.
French ball, you think the
Okay.
white Nordic cross for Denmark was supposed to be transparent, but something happened. World's first
I
transparent
think that's
flag.
not very structurally sound
Yeah.
as a flag.
I like the Swiss flag. I think the Swiss flag is good.
Bugs me that it's a square.
That's what I like about it.
I don't know, for some reason I just like I have a big flag collection, like flagpole size. I think I've got like 80 plus. And just the ones that aren't perfectly rectangular, like 3x5, they just give me the willies. Like they bug me out. They're imperfect.
The US is like kind of more rectangular. It's like longer than skinnier.
I think it's
right?
like a 10 to
And the
19
flag.
ratio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Canada's is too. Canada's is like skinny and long. But
Oh, you
all
copy 'em.
those all the
We're talking
rectangle
about flags, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah. But no, but what I mean is like all the rectangular flags, like if you're buying one from the store, it's gonna be 5x3, no matter what.
So they don't
Unless it's-
care. They just print it.
Yeah, they're like, dude, we don't have your like 14th and 5/8 flag material available.
Let's do the legs on this thing. I'm not going to do like any backgrounds for this. It's going to be a very simple joke. Just
Yeah.
dunking on Canada
that's
for no
nice.
reason.
Prussian media asks, should Vatican City gain back the lands of the Papal States?
They can try.
I'd say anything that hampers Italy in any way, I'm for.
Also funny.
Because
Are you
Yeah.
sure you
That's
want the
funny.
Catholic Church to have more land?
I'm fine with they seem to be doing all right.
I mean, historically, it hasn't gone well.
Hey, third time's the charm, or fifth time, or however many times. This one will be the charm.
All right, let's put this behind.
I honestly think, unpopular opinion, either you guys give us Alaska or you annex us, because the way the map is just so irritating to look at. Figure option 2 is the most likely.
It doesn't bother me,
Well, no wonder. You guys get the good part.
but yeah, I can imagine from a Canadian perspective, it's like, why isn't this little bit of land ours? You know?
Oh, and the worst part is that bit down the side where all the good land is like There was a big argument when it happened. We were really spurned by the British because we wanted a big chunk of it.
Yep.
And the British basically wanted to suck up to you guys because they knew you were a rising power, so they gave you a huge swath of land cutting into Canada.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because you had competing claims with the Russians over who owned it.
I believe that when
gave up.
Canada was talking about their half-baked independence in like the 20s, 30s, that was one of the things they brought up. They're like, the British didn't stick up for us in the Alaska Affair.
Yeah, that was their big campaigning thing.
Is that what you guys call it, the Alaska Affair?
No, we call it the Alaska Disaster.
That's cool.
Do you know what it was called in America, Coli?
Seward's Folly, right?
Bingo. Good job.
No, this was different. You already had Alaska, and then we gave you...
Oh, yeah, this was the finishing the borders or whatever. Finalizing the borders, yeah. No, that's a good
giving
point.
you that land around Juneau and stuff.
Yeah, Seward's Folly was a term used to describe what people thought was a mistake when the U.S. bought Alaska from the Russian Empire. Seward was the Secretary of State? Is it like Millard? Seward?
Yeah, he was Lincoln's Secretary of State.
Seward's Folly. William Seward. Okay, not Millard.
Unfortunate last name.
Could be worse. French ball. Can I take Alaska? Man, France's like presence in North America just collapsed after the Louisiana Purchase. Napoleon kind of worked out in the short term, didn't work in the long run, you know?
Nice pun. Short term. Anyway,
unintentional pun.
Yeah, I gotta go. It was fun hanging out. Good to see you chat. Talk to you guys later.
Thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of the stream.
All right.
It was nice talking to you.
Say goodbye to Gate Nerd, everybody. Oh, hold on. Gate Nerd. Is Gate Nerd American? If so, what state is he from? Yes, he's American. I think you're from Kansas, but you live in Missouri?
Yep. I'm from Kansas, live in Missouri.
So it's from one of those little square ones in the middle of the country?
Northern Willow. About Louis Riel, sorry. He was based.
See you guys.
Louis Riel? Who's that?
He was a freedom fighter in Manitoba. I don't really remember the whole history. I learned about it in grade school. I'm looking it up now. I just remember thinking he was cool back then. What did he do? Canadian politician, founder of Manitoba, political leader of the Métis, and he led 2 resistance movements against the government of Canada and the first prime minister. Didn't work out for him. He got hanged, but he was cool. But oui, of course I am French.
I should draw more comics with Canada. Canada and the US are just like, I think their relationship in Polandball works really well for like every situation, you know?
No, I agree. It's one of my favorite ones to do. And I think one thing I like to use too is it's good for more, like how to say, just like a casual comic where 2 people are having a conversation, because you can write a casual conversation between the 2, right? Because there's a friendly rapport and they can both speak perfect English, so you don't have to like make it broken and weird sounding.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like I know I like to utilize that a lot.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I have a good amount of comics with Canada in them.
Yeah, have you ever gone through yours and counted?
I have not, no. But
I tried to. I got pretty far, and I was trying to keep up with it, but like you just forget after a while.
Yeah,
now I think
I imagine Canada is the most common character in your comics.
Actually, it's the U.S.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
surprising. At least the last time. Yeah, it wasn't by much. I think it was by like 5.
Oh, okay. Well, that's close.
It's like 300 comics counted, I want to say.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I have in my saved comics folder, I have 201 comics, which isn't quite my total. It's probably closer to 250, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I draw the U.S. more often than just about any other country. I think Poland is probably second. Just because Like whenever I need a character and like it doesn't really matter what country it is, or if like the character needs to be the butt of a joke, or you need a character to like introduce a concept or something, I just put Poland because it makes sense.
Yeah, I think my top 5, like I can remember, it was USA, Canada, and then a big drop off, and then Russia. I want to say Germany, and then the UK, which is pretty milk toast.
Yeah, I wish in the subreddit we had more comics made by people from like Africa and South America, because it's very Europe and North America heavy.
I definitely agree. Like we've seen a lot of people from Asia lately, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
I remember when it first started, it was just strictly Americans, Canadians, and Europeans, and like not much else.
Yeah. Prussian media, you've drawn Prussia the most. That's pretty cool. I like the Prussian flag. I think it's pretty good for like a complicated flag. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, now that Gate Nerd's not here, I'll say that one definitely looks better with the seal on it.
I would never say this in front of him.
No, we can't let him win, man.
No. I mean I don't like seals on flags generally.
No, but I feel like with the Prussian one, it wouldn't work. Or without it, I mean, sorry.
Yeah. 80s action thriller. Let's try this playlist. Okay.
Russian media is a pretty cool username, I have to admit.
It is pretty solid, yeah. What do you guys think of the new Discord server icon? I love it. Oh, Manny, in the background, the people talking in the background, those are people outside my apartment. I don't know who they are. My microphone is pretty sensitive, so it's picking up people outside.
How does mine sound? I don't really get to test it too often.
It sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good quality. I remember your first few videos were rough. I think you had a different mic. The audio was kind of bad.
I was using the default laptop mic.
Yeah, that's why. Default laptop mics and webcams are garbage.
Yeah, I think I made about 2 or 3 or 4 videos or something before I was like, okay, I'm just going to go get a cheap Blue Yeti. They were on sale anyway.
Yeah. I should get a Blue Yeti. I have, I have like a desktop mic. It's on an arm or whatever, and I can swing it around, but it's not like the highest quality one. It was like $50 or something, and it was... I read about microphones when I bought it, and people said like this is a pretty decent like entry level streaming and whatever kind of desktop mic. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I just went with what Alpaca and Dick Rhino recommended. It was 200 Kanuki bucks, so that's probably like 75 American.
I don't think the exchange rate is that bad, isn't it? Like close to 1-to-1?
No, I think it's... I don't know. I was making a joke. Oh look.
No, I figured it's $1 US
73 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good.
There was a time when they were like roughly equal, and I think the Canadian dollar was stronger for like a year or two.
Yeah, I think that was like...
That's
I know
rare.
it was like during the recession, right? And Harper was in charge then.
Yeah. Great Recession. Screwed everything up.
Oh, it didn't do us too badly, but I feel like we're feeling the effects of it now. Because they did a lot of measures, I believe, to stave it off. I remember we were one of the countries that made it out a little more okay than the others.
Yeah, it took a while for the U.S. to emerge from the Great Recession too. It's like really wasn't until like 2014, 2015. Like people forget how bad it was. I think that's one of the things like people complain about like the state of the economy in the U.S. now, and like by basically every measure that we've been using for decades, the U.S. economy is like on fire. Like the only real problems with the U.S. economy sort of that are different from the norm are that inflation is still a little high, although it's come down quite a bit, and the housing supply, like housing prices are just out of control. But like beyond that, like growth, unemployment, real wage growth, like that's all good. And
Yeah, I know you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing way better down there than here. Right now we're going through a bit of a economical turmoil.
Yeah, I mean, things could always be better, but they could be worse.
But they could
too.
also be worse. Yeah.
Like a lot of chatters won't remember the Great Recession, 2008, 2009. That was the worst economic downturn in the West since the Great Depression. It was bad. Unemployment in the U.S. hit like 11%. It was a different kind of recession from the COVID recession. The COVID recession happened because of like all the lockdowns, right? It's because of necessary public health measures. So it was kind of like an artificial recession, right? And so unemployment in the U.S. spiked to like, what was it? It was like 16.4% or something in 2020,
wow, that's
like
crazy.
April 2020, which was super high. But that was because like all the people in like retail and food service were laid off because nobody was leaving their house, right? But then it recovered very rapidly. I think like in the first quarter after that jobs report, it came down to like 11.4%. So like it came back pretty quickly. Use the correct colors for the U.S. flag. Good call. Oh, so this is something that chat caught, was that Wikipedia updated the flag, the U.S. flag image. We've been using the wrong colors for the U.S. like for 10 years.
It's more saturated, right?
Yeah.
Like it's what's the word? Yeah, like when you turn your high saturation on, it becomes more like vivid and pink looking. Because normally it's a kind of like faded purplish red, right?
No, it's supposed to just be blue, I think.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about, because yeah, I've noticed that change, but I noticed it more in the red.
Yeah, the red is a little bit, I think, I think both the red and the blue are brighter in the correct version. So we've been using faded colors, but
I'm so used to the faded ones that's what feels inherently right.
Yeah, so for the cowboy short, I think everybody in chat probably saw the cowboy short, but the cowboy short, Aaron drew the U.S. in the boot, and I edited the video, and I had to go back and change the colors on your US because I think it was like the day before chat told me that the colors were wrong. I was using the wrong colors. So I'll fix that.
Sorry, man.
No, it's not your fault. Like changing colors is super easy.
Oh, I'm just mostly joking. I noticed that they've done that with Canada too. Canada has like a faded version that I know I've definitely used, and then there's the brilliant, more bright red version that's in the Canada in your comic right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's the bright red version is the correct one.
All right, now I need to get the right colors for this. There's like never people in my hallway. This is very strange.
I guess it's Friday.
I think someone just moved in across the hallway, so maybe it's like a housewarming or something. Change the color and see if the white has changed. The white hasn't changed. Here, U.S. flag. Just download it. Desktop. Flag of the United States. Here, I'll show. This is the difference between the two colors. You can probably tell the difference on stream. So this is like more purplish, like the faded blue / purple. So the correct one is the bluer blue. King Emoticon, can I check your comic out? Yeah, let me see. Let me pull it up. King Emoticon. Hello, Peru. Do it in time to see my new pet. Okay. It is the skinny pig. Oink, oink. Ich do all in my power to protect us. Where did the skinny pig go? No me remember a guinea pig. This is funny. This is a good comic. The only thing here is that you have anti-aliasing here. So you need to use, like if you wanted to submit this to the subreddit, you would need to use like a more pixelated drawing, if that makes sense. No
Yeah.
anti-aliasing. But this
Yeah, you
this is a
gotta,
funny joke.
Either turn it off. It depends on what program you're using. If you're using Paint, you can just use the pencil tool.
Yeah, I use the pencil
But
tool.
I don't think any.
In Photoshop.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how Photoshop works, but I figure it's kind of the same, right?
Yeah, like if I were to use the brush, you would get anti-aliasing. Here, let me show you.
Okay, cool. Northern Willow wants to know what our favorite comics that we've made are.
Favorite comics that we've made. Why don't you go first, if you know? I'd have to think about.
I'm not totally sure actually. Probably. That's a good question. Maybe that one I just reposted about the British Empire. What's it called? Crown Equality. That's
Crown
the first one that
Equality.
pops into my mind.
Let me pull it up.
It's a bit spicy for YouTube. There's just murder
Oh,
in it as
okay.
well. Like, yeah, just gore, not really swearing or anything.
I think Gore's probably fine.
Oh, okay.
You know, people play video games with Gore on stream. What is it called? The Crown Equality?
Yeah, just Crown Equality. I think I just reposted it like a week ago, but I post so much that you still have to scroll.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Oh yeah, no, there's swears in it too.
That's fine. It's just, you can't have, like, a lot of swearing. In, at least in the audio.
No, that makes sense. So I guess all those times where I make like my comics really vulgar and stuff, thinking that it makes them hard to steal, that's not really the case.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Don't take my word for it, because I've winged it a few times, and I've had a few of our streams get limited ad viability or whatever, like YouTube throttles videos. Like, there have been some nights where like I was maybe swearing a little bit too much.
If I swear, I get an extra 30 days on my sentence in the basement, so I've been keeping my mouth clean.
Oh, it won't let me show it on stream. It's giving me an error whenever I try and pull it into Photoshop. But here,
Yeah, it's a big comic. It's like long.
yeah. My favorite comic of mine that I've drawn. I have one that I always thought was, well, there's a couple. This one I always thought was great. I thought this deserved to be like a super big comic. This is an incredibly clever comic, and I'm not going to be humble about it because it was brilliant. So this was for Lesser Known September. For those of you who don't know, in r/Polandball, every September we do a theme for the month where you can only use lesser known countries in your comics for that month. It's a way of making it so that the subreddit isn't just comics about America and China and Europe, you know? So it's mostly African and South American countries and like South Asian countries. So for September, I think the contest is usually also lesser known. So I drew this comic about the Central African Republic. I don't know if I won the contest for this, but I thought this was really good. So this was called Coupe d'Etat, and that is a triple entendre, which is very rare, and that's what made me so proud. This is Central African Republic, CAR, Transportation Specialist. In Polandball, Central African Republic, since its acronym is CAR, it's often drawn with wheels. So, many Africans go to rich country and drive taxi, but is do not enjoy. But wait, I am think, why drive when can be? They am say if you is do what you is love, then you is never be work a day in life. I am love my job. Beep beep, I am car. So yeah, it's just car is a taxi, driving all these other African nations around. You got Seychelles, Gabon, I think, Botswana, Nigeria, and Tunisia.
Was that the first ever CAR Central African Republic joke?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure. It definitely, I remember when I made this, it was not common at all.
What year is that from?
That's a good question. It's called
here,
Coupe d'Etat.
I'll look it up.
I don't know if this is my favorite comic, but the title is very clever. So here, I always have to write down the explanation. Let's see. Coupe d'etat.
Yeah, I don't know if I can find the actual post because I can't search your username.
Really?
Maybe I'm not looking.
No, you can.
Coupe.
If you Coli, it should show up, I think. Oh, it's a bunch of contest threads. Let's see. Coupe d'etat. Polandball. 2015.
Maybe I'm just spelling. Oh, maybe I'm just spelling it wrong. 2015.
Yeah, so this is 2015, 8 years ago. September 25th, 2015. I made this comic, posted it. So the title is... I'll put it in chat. You guys need to appreciate it because it's got accents in it. So Coupe d'etat is the name of this comic. So there's a couple explanations why it's a triple entendre, and that's what makes it clever, because triple entendres are very, very, very rare. Coupe d'etat is, one, a pun for coup d'etat, right? A coup d'etat, obviously, like an armed overthrowing of the government, right? Something that has happened in the Central African Republic many times. It has suffered many coups, right? Coupe d'etat, or a coupe, is also a type of car, right? So coupe is like coupe. Coupe is spelled the same way in English, but without the accent over the E. So a coupe is a type of car, right? And then you expand that to coupe of car, right? Or it's a coupe d'etat. Literally a car of state. Like the car is the state. That's the third pun.
That is really good.
Yeah. So coup d'etat is the first one. 2 is that a coupe is a type of car. And 3 is that the literal translation of that would be car of state. Which is what car is in Polandball. It's a car state.
It's sad because I feel like that's really good and it probably went over like 80% of people's heads.
Yeah, it is a brilliant pun. I'm not going to be humble about it. It is a great pun.
No, go off, King. I agree.
But no, it's not my favorite comic. I think that's the best title I've ever had for a comic. The title is better than the comic itself. I have another comic. Oh, Democracy-O's is a classic. I love this comic. This is probably like my second or third favorite. Democracy-O's strengthens your democracy. Open up. Here comes the plane. All right, you little shit. Let's try this again. No. Here comes the plane. And I've seen this one shared over the internet many times, and there have been animations made of this. Canada Has a Rough Childhood. That's one of my favorites, but I'm going to remake that for Canada Day. I think my favorite... I don't know. I've always liked this one, too, and this one never does well when I repost it. Let me find it. Continental Drift. I've reposted this like 3 or 4 times, hoping that it'll do better each time, and it never does. I think this is a good, silly, simple comic. So it's India and Bhutan. India, could you maybe please be stopping the pushing into Asia? I am too many mountains already. Lol, no. India, please, you're really pushing my Bhutans. So this is just a simple pun, right? India is figuratively pushing his buttons because he's not agreeing to what he wants to do, and he's literally pushing into Bhutan, the Indian subcontinent, right, creating the Himalayas. This one never does that well. It's like a very mid-tier comic in terms of upvotes.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I've always
Bhutan's so annoying to draw.
Freedom is the only way.
Look so good.
This is another classic. I think this one won the top spot in the subreddit 10 years ago, 8 years ago. God, I was up until like 5 in the morning making the GIF here.
Oh,
I don't know how to make
this one is.
Yeah, I don't know how to make the GIF play in Photoshop. I forget how, but I think a lot of you guys have seen this. This GIF is available like on Discord and in like dating apps and stuff. I've seen it. This was very popular. I don't know if this is my favorite comic though. It gets by because it's a GIF. All right, I need to
I
finish
don't know.
trying.
I disagree. I feel like even if it wasn't a GIF, it would still do really well.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I posted on 4th of July too, so like any American comic that like a comic about America, particularly one that paints it like in a good light, will get juiced on 4th of July. Same with like a Canada comic on Canada Day.
Yeah, but I feel like only Canadians know it's Canada Day, whereas everybody knows July the 4th.
That's true. I actually have a funny story about that. I was in London during the 2014 World Cup, and Belgium and the U.S. were playing on July 1st. It's July 1st, right? Canada Day, or is it July 2nd?
First.
Yeah, July 1st. And they were playing on July 1st, so we went to an American bar, or supposedly a bar that was popular with Americans. We went there to watch the game because they were going to be playing, or they were going to be showing it. And we got there, and there was like 3 or 4 people there, like dressed in like Canadian memorabilia or something, like hats and like scarves or whatever. They were like the only Canadians there. They were celebrating Canada Day while they were surrounded by Americans in a foreign country watching a football game.
Yeah, sorry guys, I do pronounce it GIF.
Yeah, I pronounce it GIF too.
Oh, okay. Phew. For some reason I thought it was just me.
No, GIF is stupid. I don't like GIF.
Yeah, it's harder to say. GIF is just easier.
Yeah. Right? And giraffe doesn't have a hard G. It's not pronounced giraffe.
It is George.
Yeah. I think, I want to say the guy who created it also calls it GIF. Like the guy who created the file format.
Oh, I always thought he thought it was a GIF.
No, I think he pronounces it GIF.
Let's see.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're right. It's pronounced GIF, not
Okay.
GIF.
Well, I was going to say either way, like if he agreed with me, then he was cool, and if he disagreed with me, then he was wrong. So,
Yeah. Nope. GIF. Yep. Just like the peanut butter, it says.
yeah.
Perfect.
Is peanut butter a big thing in Canada? I imagine.
Oh yeah, we love it. Oh yeah, I had peanut butter toast for breakfast actually.
Yeah, it's like not a thing in Europe.
No, and actually, all my European friends, they all say it's disgusting.
That's wild. I love peanut butter.
Oh, me too. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll just like sometimes if it's late at night and I'm hungry and I'm feeling lazy, like I wake up for a bedtime snack, I'll just get like a tortilla, heat it up in the microwave, and spread peanut butter on it.
Oh, I've done that too. I'll put like jelly on it too. You know, like a shitty crepe.
Oh yes, so good.
No, like sometimes I'll like if I have nothing in the kitchen, I'll just literally just eat a scoop of peanut butter.
Yeah, or one thing I love that I think maybe is a cultural similarity between us is just eating raw craft singles.
Oh yeah.
It's the best.
I don't buy craft singles anymore, but like I will just eat like a slice of cheese, you know, like deli cheese. Nothing against craft cheese singles though. I think they're good.
Oh no, they're definitely good. I remember when I was a kid, I was like 14 or 15. I was going back to the US. Like I lived in the US when I was a kid and then I moved to Canada and I hadn't been there for a long time. So I was like 15. I was going back to the US and we drove into New York. And I think it was like Lewiston or something. We stopped to get a burger. And it was this cool burger place. And like your burger places are way, 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 way better than ours. So there was all these types of cheese, and I was like, "Oh, American cheese! I hadn't heard of that before." And that's why, like, first time back in America, I want American cheese, and I was so disappointed that it was just this like greasy craft single.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I thought American cheese would be like something deep fried, fatty, delicious.
Oh.
Thick.
French ball, you hate peanut butter? Don't put peanut butter on pizza. I never put peanut butter on pizza.
No, that's a bridge too far. What about ketchup on mac and cheese?
I know some people that do that. I would not do it.
Really? It's
Yeah.
like everybody does it here, I feel like.
No, I wouldn't do that. I think that's gross.
I don't know.
Do you put ketchup on eggs?
Like
Like scrambled eggs?
yes, definitely.
Okay. I don't do that, but it's not uncommon here. I wouldn't say it's popular, but like it's common. I think it's more common for people to put hot sauce on scrambled eggs than ketchup.
I do both.
Yeah, I'd be not opposed to putting hot sauce. Like, I'll put hot sauce on a lot of things.
No, me too. I love hot sauce. Yeah, I'll put it on my pizza. I put barbecue sauce on my pizza, and that's really good.
Putting peanut butter on pizza is almost as crazy as putting Parmesan on pizza, or like putting sour cream on Oreos. Ugh.
Parmesan on pizza is good.
Why do you need that? You already have cheese on pizza.
Oh, I like to add Parmesan and feta. It's tasty.
I actually
Can't
ordered
just have-
I ordered a Hawaiian pizza tonight.
Oh, nice. I actually had, funnily enough, oven baked mac and cheese, and I doused it in ketchup.
Nice.
Yeah, I do it until it's basically orange.
Conrad, you're almost done with the comic. Right on.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, Canada's
comics
is
is
too.
hard, man.
Canada's is like takes a lot of time.
Someone recorded something. Well, let's see what this is.
Yeah, Canada's is too. Canada's is like skinny and long, but
There you
all
go,
those,
dude.
all the
We're talking
rectangle
about flags, right?
basic-
Funny. Ketchup on garlic bread? Oh.
Ew, no. Oh, he's trolling though.
Yeah.
I remember a kid in my school. He would eat ketchup sandwiches, and I always found it so foul.
That's vile. Oh my god.
I know, right? Like it was thick with ketchup. It was repugnant.
That's disgusting. Let's see, this is USA. Glasses. Some people wonder what unites Canadians, and it is our shared trauma in learning how to draw the maple leaf and the scary pineapple from Tele Français. Je suis un ananas! Ananas!
So, what's your opinion on the pineapple on pizza thing?
I think pineapple on pizza is fine. I literally ate pineapple pizza like 2 hours ago. I'm gonna have more after this stream. I think you can put whatever you want on pizza. It's like not a big deal. I think the Parmesan is redundant because you already have cheese, but like I'm not gonna curse you out for it, you know?
Yeah, see, I personally don't like pineapple on pizza, but I don't understand the big deal everybody makes about it.
Yeah, like it's totally fine. Like people put anchovies on pizza. You can put pepperoni. You can put broccoli. Like, why can't you put fruit? Who cares? You know?
I feel like their like reigning argument is that the sweetness is just too off with like the savoriness, but still, that's not a big deal. It's not like you're putting like wasabi on the pizza.
Yeah.
Though actually, that might not be half bad.
All right, what color chair should this be? I'm thinking like blue.
Yeah, like dark blue.
And then a darker blue outline. Yeah, that looks good. I like this. And then let's merge these layers. Oh, I need the glasses. Go over the glasses. Yeah, it sounds like this dude's having a party across the street or across the hallway.
Hopefully, he has a good time.
Yeah, guess my invitation was lost in the mail. I actually don't like I don't want to know my neighbors, you know? Like I don't want to whenever I come home, I don't want someone to like knock on my door just because like
They need
they
sugar.
know me or yeah, they need sugar or they need eggs or something. Like no, just leave me alone, you know?
No, honestly, I'm the same way. My neighbor's really talkative, and I feel bad. But like, if I'm getting home from work, and I see that she's like, out getting her bins or something, I'll just like drive around the block one more time.
I do that.
Which I feel bad. She's nice, but she just like talks and talks and talks and talks about total nonsense about how like her friend Lorna had bought like a new towel set, and they're so nice. Like that's really nice and all, but I'm trying to go eat my dinner.
Yeah. Well, I sure don't care.
No, I don't care about your dinner. Let's about my friend's towel set, even though you've never met her and you'll never see him.
You just said don't put it on top of pizza, you're putting it at the bottom. You know, that's a more valid argument. Put Parmesan on the bottom of the pizza. Pineapple on pizza gave you the biggest stomachache for 2 months? No way.
No, it was
Probably got
probably
like a
the
tapeworm or
myriad of other
something.
things.
Yeah. If you have a stomach ache for 2 months, you got some kind of bug. Oh, we got some Filipinos in the chat. I think I told chat this the other day. Our top like 5 countries by viewership for the channel are the US, and then Indonesia, and then the UK, and then the Philippines, and then Australia. The US is only like 31% of our viewers.
Wow, pretty
Which is
global.
kind of surprising, but like I guess YouTube, YouTube's huge, so. Whereas I think Reddit is way more American.
Yeah, we should make something for our Indonesian, Filipino, and Australian viewers.
Yeah, we'll do some sort of short about the Philippines or Indonesia, both. ASEAN bros.
I think that flag is pretty neat.
RSVA ball. Your family eats pizza. You've never had one in your entire life. You have never had pizza? That's crazy. I feel like you could probably get pizza pretty easily in the Philippines.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really many places you couldn't get a pizza unless it's like what, North Korea.
Yeah, I like pizza. Pizza is my favorite food. It's pizza and ice cream are like 2 things where I have to physically stop myself from eating too much, because like if I were left alone with like 3 pizza boxes, I would eat all of it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm that way with mixed shawarma.
Oh, that's good too.
But I do love pizza. Like I eat pizza probably weekly.
And Vita, how's it going? Welcome. How do I do emojis in the chat?
There's a little happy face thing in the chat bar.
Nah, it's not showing up.
Let's see, I'm gonna try and leave one.
Let's ask chat how they feel about pineapple on pizza, because that's always like the one that people get worked up over. People have strong opinions on it.
Yeah, like the Italians would really care.
Italian pizza
I'm just
and
gonna
American
come out.
pizza, I think, are different.
I'm gonna come out and say it. I think American pizza is superior.
I think they're different enough to. Well, maybe they're really not. I don't know. I mean, I live in New York, so New York slice is unbeatable in my opinion. Greasy dollar slice, great.
No, I agree. New York style pizza is also my favorite, and I'm not just trying to suck up.
Yeah, I like deep dish too, but it's not pizza. It's a casserole. Detroit style pizza is good.
What's Chicago? That's like deep dish, right?
Yeah, deep dish. It's very thick. It's a casserole. It's not really a pizza.
Yeah, it's like
They call
pizza.
it pizza.
Our Pizza Hut is kind of like that, right?
No, it's served in like a pot.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like look it up. It looks like a pie or a casserole.
Let's see here.
I don't consider it pizza. I think it's
Oh, yeah,
very good. I love deep dish, but I wouldn't call it pizza.
Yeah, I agree. That looks like a wheel of cheese, essentially, with tomato sauce on top.
Chat is very opposed to pineapple on pizza. It's 81 no to 19 yes.
Rock on, chat. I respect my pineapple eating pizza friends.
I love pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple in general. I'm a big fruit person. I love fruit. I eat apples constantly.
Oh, apples are the best. Oh, those go good with peanut butter too.
Yeah, that's true. I make a lot of smoothies. Like I buy a lot of like mixed berry, like frozen mixed berry and bananas, and just add some milk and make a smoothie. I actually have 2 bananas that are going bad, so I should probably make some tonight.
Or, to keep with the theme, those on sandwiches with peanut butter are also very good.
That is also true. I like putting bananas in cereal as well.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, and Cheerios and stuff. That's good.
So 78 to 22, no to pineapple on pizza. Interesting, chat. I don't agree. Chat and I don't agree on the 2 polls that we've conducted today.
I was gonna say you're doing bad today.
Yeah.
At least I got one.
Good for chat for standing their ground. What's your go-to apple? I love Fuji apples. That's my favorite.
I like pink ladies.
Pink ladies are good. I like Granny Smith apples. I think Macintosh apples are kind of bad.
Yeah, I don't like how smushy they are, and I don't like Red Delicious. I think they're more like Red Disgusting.
I actually like Red Delicious. Like if that was hold on, let me caveat it. I think Red Delicious. Like I wouldn't turn one down, but if I had the option of something else, I wouldn't choose a Red Delicious. But they're very mealy. But like when you get a good one, like that's perfectly ripe, I do think that they're good. But they spoil, I think, quicker than other kinds of apples.
Yeah, and I just find they have like a bitter aftertaste or something.
Let's do an apple poll. Favorite apple. So let's see. Let's do Fuji. Let's do Granny Smith, Pink Lady.
Oh, Northern Willow. I don't go to Loblaws. We're boycotting them.
Pink Lady. Red Delicious. I can only put 4 options. It looks like so. Here we go. Fuji apples I love just because like they're very crisp and they're huge, you know? Granny Smith is winning. And Granny Smiths are good. I do like them.
I'm surprised.
No one likes Pink Lady. Damn.
Why, pink ladies are so sweet.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side of chat on every poll. All right, let's move the U.S. over here, and then we need another country.
Turkmenistan.
I like the idea of Mexico. I think, like, I don't know. It's not really important. It might actually just make sense to have Poland here instead.
It's definitely a lot easier. That eagle crest is real difficult.
Yeah.
Had to draw it a few times. It's cool though, standing on the cactus and eating the snake.
Yeah, I love the Mexican flag. Zada, can you rig the elections? Still let anyone catch you. Chad doesn't like Red Delicious. Chad does like Red Delicious. 50%. You guys are crazy. Red Delicious is... I don't know.
Wow, nobody liked pink ladies. I can't believe that.
Pink Lady has the best name. Yeah, Pink Lady is a good name for an apple. I think Macintosh is a good name for apple too.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, end the poll. Red Delicious won with 50%. Interesting.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, Golden Delicious is good too. You can only put 4 options in polls on YouTube, so I just went with those 4.
About this, favorite colors. Entirely subjective. Nobody can be wrong. Personally, I'd say mine's yellow.
I'd probably say purple. Purple or
That's my
pink.
second favorite.
I like. Oh, it's hard for me to choose among purple, blue, and pink because I like them all.
Yeah, they're all
Like,
good colors.
I have more blue clothing than I do pink or purple clothing just because it's more socially acceptable, you know, and like you can't really wear like a pink suit. But you can wear like a pink dress shirt.
Yeah.
But like more casual clothing you can get away with more purple and pink. But
and salmon I find you can get away with pretty easily.
Salmon, yeah, I feel like salmon is pink for people that aren't willing to go all the way, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's the coward's pink. Add Philippines with a repeller hat. No, it needs to be like a straight character, like playing the straight man, you know? So I don't think like a propeller hat would work. Prussian Media, can you review your comic? You've been here the entire time. Didn't I look at it already? We looked at it. It was the USSR and Poland and Kazakhstan, right? It was good.
Yeah, Northern Willow, I know about Operation Yellow Ribbon. That was where we had the planes redirected to Gander, right? After 9/11.
Anvita has a comic. Let me see if I can show this.
You know, I can't really wear yellow either. Like, it's more socially acceptable, but it's just such a gaudy color. And
Yeah, I don't have a lot of yellow clothing. All right.
You walk around looking like a highlighter.
Conrad, you finished? Let's see. Can we put it on stream? This is Anvita's comic. Yay, it's a Europe day. Time to enjoy a day where it can relax. Russia smashing Ukraine. Scheisse. Back to work again. This is good. Very simple comic. I did see this. I don't remember if you posted it on the subreddit or if I saw it in the Discord, but I did see this before. I liked it. Really cool. Let's see. Got another 2 pings. Prussian media. And Conrad. Okay, Prussian Media made this comic. It's a meta comic. They're Dick Rhino, myself, Gate Nerd, and Aaron.
This has got to be good.
Dick Rhino, where's Aaron? I'm saving you. Yearly walk. Let's finish my joke list. Hi guys, shut up. I like this. This is cute. I do like how you do the like you make the eye white over the black bar. That's clever.
Good fading effect on the glass on Kola's mask.
Yeah, that's good too.
Or helmet, I should say.
Very simple Viking helmet too. Very good. I like it. Good stuff. Prussian media.
Looking my Belgium best.
And then here is Conrad remade the very classic Poland Cannot into Space comic. One of the earliest Polandball comics ever made. Asteroid is come and destroy Earth. No, meteors come and destroy Earth. We must leave planet. Poland Cannot into Space. This is really good.
Yeah, that looks way better than the original.
Yeah, the original sucks, like in terms of like the quality of the art, but that's kind of what gives it the charm. But like this is great. It's such a great comic. The original. This is like a script you can do no wrong with.
Oh, do you know what'd be such a fun April Fool's is if all you could post is that comic, but you had to draw it yourself, so it's just different variations of that comic.
That's a really good idea. I like that. Someone in chat a while ago mentioned for the next April Fool's or one April Fool's, there should be a it should be that you can only post AI made Polandball comics, and I think that would be great.
Yeah, they're absurd looking.
Do you know the God, it's in one of the other Discords. You may remember it was like a Poland is Wall comic. You know what I'm talking about? It was an AI made comic.
No.
It was like War is Wall Poland or something like that. Ah, God. Let me see. Let me ask people.
Yeah, that sound. Is it better than those weird? Like, I can't even describe what's wrong with the AI. Some of their art is so good, but when it makes Polandball stuff, it's just so absurd and out there. It's like something a space alien made.
I want to see if someone can find it. People are really good about finding really like obscure comics in the Polandball community. Guess Fred, you're gonna go. It's late for you. Thanks for joining, man. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night. What would you rate the candies of Country Balls that you made a while back? What are the candies of Country Balls? Could you put it in Discord and ping me and I can show it? July Nations? Okay. I think Poland. I think I just put Poland here. Poland, like, looking up at the U.S. I want to give the U.S. a drink, too. Like, you know that one comic I have where Canada looks back at the U.S. and says, like, hey, are we ever going to get married, too? And he says, we're brothers, idiot.
I do remember. I like that one.
Yeah, he's sitting in a chair like this, and he's got like a McDonald's Coke or something. Am I going to stream tomorrow or Sunday? I'm going to try and stream very early tomorrow. And I think Aaron wanted to try streaming tomorrow night. Was that right?
Yep, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Awesome. I should be around tomorrow evening so I can help you set stuff up, and I can hang out in Discord as well.
Perfect. Yeah, like I already started getting most of it set up, like the tips Gate was giving me, so I don't want to be fumbling around with it right before.
Yeah. Zada, can you look at the new map posted? Where was it posted? Oh. Yeah, I think I can pull this up. Is this it? The world according to Zadaka Mandate. Zadaka Republic. Kalayan Canal. Pete Levant. That's funny. Marble Monarchy. Prussian Chile. I like Prussian Chile. It's a good name. New France, Free France, the Sunny States. Yellow Kingdom. Lithuania. That's just Lithuania ball, I guess. Stick Polska, Viva Polska, No Nobre states, Zadakin buffer states, Hansen Blut, Zadakin puppet. This is a cool fantasy map.
Yeah, that is really good.
I'm gonna guess that this is Ukraine. You took a map of Ukraine and you edited it. Am I right? I would bet that you took Ukraine because this is Odessa, right? This is Crimea, but you've truncated it a bit. This looks a lot like Ukraine. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong.
Kind of reminds me of the Elder Scrolls planet.
I never played Elder Scrolls. I don't know what it looks like.
Well, it looks kind of like that.
You wish for Polandball official to get 10 million subs at the end of the year? Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I would love nothing more than to be able to quit my job and become a full-time YouTuber. That would be so awesome.
Yeah, that would be good.
You just scrambled your finger and it just came up like that? Really? This looks a lot like Ukraine. All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. This is cool though. I really like it. Well done. All right, let's draw Poland. And then I need to get... You know what? I drew this on stream. I really like this drawing. Even though it's Cancer. 10K might be a bit more realistic. True. Welcome, Bio.
No, I've never been to Newfoundland. I would like to go, though. I want to see puffins.
Yeah, well, I think we'll definitely hit 10K before the end of the year. I think it'll be sooner than that, but... We've got a couple of good shorts. Dick Rhino made a short that will release at 9 a.m. Eastern US time tomorrow. And then Aaron and I collaborated on another one based on a Dick Rhino comic that'll be coming out on Sunday at 9 a.m. Once we reach 10 million subs, will we still remember the OG chats? Of course. A lot of... what's the word? Or not word. I've seen like I've watched a lot of other big streamers, and they've mentioned that, you know, they remember their earliest chatters and subs and fans and whatever. But it's also because like we have a Discord where like we interact with you guys, you know, like we draw stuff that you want us to draw, you draw stuff of us, like that stuff's cool. Lee Scout, thanks for joining. See you later.
Yeah, hope you have a nice night or morning or afternoon.
Somalia. All right, I need to get Poland. Poland. Oh yeah, I want to get that. I'm gonna buy that stream avatar game. What is it called? Stream avatars. There you go. I'll try and figure that out before tomorrow. Yeah. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of accounts
Yeah, including me.
I mean, I guess technically I have some YouTube alt accounts, but I don't do anything on like my main YouTube account. I just do everything on the Polandball official account.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like I have like 6 YouTube accounts just because I've like various work emails and stuff, and they all just get attached to a YouTube account.
Yeah.
And so, like,
yeah, exactly.
depending on the device I'm on, it'll just be on like a random YouTube account.
Yeah.
But I've never actually done anything on YouTube before this. It was all just like a means to watch videos, pretty much.
Yeah. Get a VTuber avatar. I would like to. Yeah, I'd like to make my my avatar animated.
Yeah, poor Gate and poor Alpaca. Their avatars are so difficult to draw that they'll always be left out and they won't ever get animated. Because I think Alpaca, that's Maryland.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Chat made a few. Oh, here we go. Here's Poland. It took me forever to find a comic that had Poland in it so I can get the right color. Okay. Chat made, I think, 2 avatars of Alpaca today.
Aw.
Somewhere in Discord.
It's not just the general llama emoji. I remember, yeah, earlier Alpaca was saying that we all have emojis and they don't.
And Beat the made something. Let's take a look at it. This is awesome. Art review. Finland. This is what, the White Death, right? What was the guy's name? Simo something?
Simo Haya.
Simo Haya. This is really, really cool. I love this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love how you did the look at how he did the leaves. They're all like plus signs. And then like probably took like either the eraser tool or a different colored pencil and like ran through it.
Honestly, and it takes a lot of talent to make a really legible, intelligible background out of basically one color. Because look, it's all just shades of gray and white, but with only the blue. It really stands out. It like draws the eye.
Yeah, this is awesome. Gate taught you guys an easier method to draw Maryland. I'll have to rewatch the stream. I did see he drew Maryland last night.
Yeah. Yeah, Gate's really good at art.
Yeah, this is beautiful, and Vita, I love this. Oh, they're sprayed
honestly,
on?
incredible
okay.
job.
Yeah, this is really good. All right. So I'm drawing Poland.
Germany's a good straight man too.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, maybe I'll do Germany. Pander to the Germans on Reddit. There's a lot of Germans on Reddit.
Yep. And it's an easy flag too. And honestly, I like the colors. I really like Belgium too.
Yeah, I love the Belgian flag.
Those like coral snake colors.
I've been to I went to Brussels for like 3 days.
Was it?
Belgium is fun, but Brussels is like a pretty ugly city. But
yeah, see, I've been to Belgium, but I only went to Ypres.
Oh, like, really? Okay.
Canadian battlefield, so it's in like southern west Belgium on the coast. It was really beautiful.
Yeah,
but
so in
I never got to go to like Brussels or Antwerp or anywhere like that.
Yeah, I want to see Antwerp and I want to see Bruges. I am planning a trip with my friends in September and October to go to Greece, Croatia, and Italy.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, I have a friend getting married in Rome in October, so I have to be there for that. So I'm just making like a 2-week vacation out of it.
Yeah, may as well. Are you going to fly around or are you taking rail?
No, we're going to fly because it's we're going to do Greek islands and then go to Croatia and then go to Rome. So it's just like, can't really take the train to any of those places. You just got to fly everywhere.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. When you said Greece, Croatia, and Italy, I figured you were just like tracing the Adriatic.
No, we're starting in Greece, so we're going to fly into Athens and then go to Mykonos, Santorini, and Crete, and then fly from Crete to Split or Dubrovnik, and then fly from Croatia to Rome, and then fly back to the States from there.
I did a small Euro trip a few years back from Greece to Bulgaria and then Ireland, and Greece is really beautiful. Bulgaria too, actually.
I would like to see Bulgaria and Romania while they're still cheap.
I can foresee Bulgaria being cheap for a little while still.
Yeah,
It
it's
was. You've got a lot of dirt roads still.
yeah, it's not that well off. But
Oh, I remember visited them, and they lived in this tiny, tiny, tiny little Bulgarian town in the Balkan Mountains. And we were walking around, and I saw this big, really nice Chrysler SUV. Like it was the modern year, and it had Ontario plates on it. And I was like, wow, some guy must be really rich from Ontario to get his vehicle here. And I realized that it was probably stolen.
oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it's like a big racket here, but like a bunch of vehicles were just stolen in Toronto. There's and one of the police chiefs had to like resign or do an apology because he told Torontonians to just leave their car keys on their porch or something, and they're all getting sent down the St. Lawrence and into like Eastern Europe.
Yeah, you could do like the find my vehicle or whatever to like the software will show you where it ended up.
Like Belgrade.
Yeah. Prussian media, you got a question? You want an artwork of me? We worship you. Yeah, I mean, like, if you guys want to make fan art of myself or Aaron or Dick Rhino, like, yeah, it's super humbling, but it's really great. I forget who drew the. Oh, I think it was Official Moth drew my avatar with the gun. That was great.
Yeah, he's really, really good at art.
Yeah, Official Moth is like one of the big up and coming stars, I think, in Polandball. Fantastic art.
Super clean and detailed.
And Vita, you went to Arunachal Pradesh. It's a place where the 1962 Indochina War happened. Oh, that's interesting. Is that is it still is that one of the disputed territories?
No, I think Uttar Pradesh is like it's the most populated subdivision in the entire world.
Yeah, no, this is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh.
My bad.
It's a state in northeast India. India declared it as a state in 1987. Itanagar is its capital and largest town. It borders the Indian states of Assam and Nagaland to the south. Shares international borders with Bhutan, Myanmar, and China. Yeah, it's a disputed 1,129 kilometer border with China's Tibet Autonomous Region.
Oh, is that where they fight with sticks and stones?
Yeah,
because
so
they're
this
not allowed
is
firearms.
Yeah, so you know how India has like that portion that's like the easternmost portion sort of surrounds Bangladesh?
Yeah.
That like the northern tip of that area is this Pradesh. So it borders Bhutan and China there.
Kind of interesting borders. But I guess it made more sense because Bangladesh was part of India not so long ago.
Yeah.
Seems like it would be an annoying, like a thorn in their side if ever it came to like some sort of conflict with China. It just seems like a tiny little area, easy to cut off.
Yeah. Dan, can we look at your art? Yeah, let's take a look at your profile picture. This is your first time drawing a Polandball comic or Polandball cartoon. This is a good first attempt. It's cool. You know, it gets your avatar across very well. You know, what I would suggest, you know, to improve when you want to improve your art, you literally just have to draw more and paint more, right? So it's literally just practice makes perfect, and I wouldn't consider myself a great artist, but all you need to do is just draw more, you know. So maybe take a little bit of time. Don't necessarily like rush something, you know. The process itself is the fun part, I think, of art. Sharing it with other people is, I think, secondary. But yeah, this is a solid first start. I like it. Yes, we have a Discord. Let me put the Discord invite in the chat. Yeah, this dude across the hall is having a party. I hope that's not I hope that's not going to be a permanent feature of his residence here, but.
Oh no.
I've had a very quiet floor.
Well, I'm sure if everybody else is quiet, then you guys can make like a concerted effort to make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. All right. So I'm drawing Germany here, right? Okay, Germany, perfect. I have him in this comic. It's your first time not just watching country ball memes and engaging with the country ball community, really? Right on, man. RSVA. Parties at 11 p.m. Sounds like a college campus. I live in an area where there are a lot of students, so it's possible, yeah. But I don't live on a college campus or near a school at all. Actually, no, there's a community college nearby. But I live in like a college student wouldn't be able to afford to live here unless their parents were paying for it, you know? It's not like I live in a private apartment, you know, it's not like student housing or anything like that. I'm not a student. There's no student housing here. It's just a normal apartment building. Your classmates now call you the country ball addict? Nice. There are worse fandoms out there.
Unfortunately, I have to call it.
All right.
Thank you for having me. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun. Let's do this more often.
No, I agree. I didn't know it was so easy.
Oh, yeah.
Just like even like logistically, just hopping on Discord, I didn't think it would be that simple.
Yep. And streaming is just talking to chat while you're doing whatever it is on your computer. And if chat likes it, they keep showing up. If they don't, they move on.
No, it's nice to talk to everybody for the first time, really.
Yep. All right, everybody say goodbye to Aaron. Aaron, thank you for joining. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And I'm going to finish this panel, and then I'm probably going to call it for myself as well. And I'll finish the last panel off stream. And I'm going to stream tomorrow morning. So you guys can catch another stream then. And then Aaron will also stream maybe tomorrow night. Try and figure that out. So all right, it's just us now, chat. That was fun. I liked having Aaron and getting her to talk to. But I didn't get to interact with chat as much as I normally do since I was talking with them. It's very hard to engage in a conversation with them, read chat, respond to chat, and draw at the same time, you know? Oh, is there a way that we can put our Discord emojis in YouTube? Like for our channel, other channel-specific emojis? Like doing CSM True, that'd be super cool if we could do that in stream chat. I think that the red is too much. Delete it. Line. And then like that. Northern Willow, thanks for joining. Hope you have a good weekend. You think you need channel memberships to do that? Alright, figured it out. I'm gonna set up the stream avatars for tomorrow's stream because I think that'd be super fun for chat. Since you know there's times when I can't really focus on chat because I'm focusing on drawing, so it'll be something to keep chat entertained while I'm engrossed in a comic. Whoa, spooky eyes. I think maybe this eye needs to change. Let's try it. I don't know. What do you guys think of that eye? I'm not sure how I feel about these eyes. It's supposed to be looking up at the US. I don't know how I feel about this ball in general. I think this is a bad ball. You've heard of a streamer that just streams on Twitch, but sometimes also streams the stream on YouTube. The YouTube chat isn't read by the streamer, so they go to the Twitch stream to talk. I do like Twitch's functionality for streaming better than YouTube's, but we're trying to grow the channel here. Like I have a channel on Twitch, but I want to direct people to the YouTube channel. You know, I don't care about my personal channels. Leave for a few minutes and while Germany appears, where Poland. I felt like doing Germany was probably a good idea. Do Poland in a lot of comics. Yeah, I think I need to redo this. New ball. Who dis? The angles on the left eye are sharp to you? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Aaron's really good at drawing these sort of like angled balls. So Germany's sort of like supposed to be looking up at the US, you know? So maybe this is actually close to what I want. How was your trip to New York, Manny? It was humid here. I do remember you mentioned that. Let's see, how does this compare to the US in size? That's good. Okay. I think these eyes have got to go. I just don't think they're good eyes. Eyes good, Anthony. I don't have to make it perfect. Most people aren't streaming at this time. Yeah, it's pretty late. It's 11:30 for me. I'm just going to finish this panel and then I'm going to stop streaming. So I've been streaming for a couple hours. I started to stream later than I normally do. I usually do it 5:30 Eastern to about 8:30. It was good. The wedding was awesome. You were glad to see your little cousin take a big step. That's awesome. Why do you kind of hear people screaming in the background? I think there's a party across the hallway. Oh damn, Prussian Media, this is great. This is so cool. Prussian Media drew this. So you got the sun, you got a star in the background, you've got a black hole. This is super cool. Spacesuit is only covering the top 2/3 of the ball, though. Damn. It's 4 a.m. for you? 5:30 a.m.? Why are you guys awake? Go to bed. IDK, it's 8:30 for you. It's what, West Coast US? California? Are you out California way? Conrad, when you move to Ankara, only chances of watching streams are late ones like this, or weekend morning streams. That's cool. You're moving to Ankara? Spring Trap. Hello, that's awesome. Yeah, Prussian Media drew this. This is really good. Love it. Okay, I was going to do different eyes for Germany. Deutschland. I always wanted to take German, but they didn't offer it in school. The only options I had in high school were French, Spanish, and Latin is a dead language, so there's no point in learning it beyond like academic curiosity. It's good to like understand like modern romance languages because modern Romance languages are basically like the continuations, the evolutions of Latin, but like you can't really speak Latin, you know? So I took French in middle school, high school, and I took a year in grad school. My French was a lot better than it is now. I haven't really used it for like 10 years, so it's super rusty. But I was thinking of taking French classes again. Latin is not dead. I mean, Latin is dead. But yes, like French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Romanian are technically like the descendants of Latin, you know? Don't they force you to do Latin? Not at my school. We weren't forced to do Latin, no. We had to take at least 2 years of a foreign language, and Latin satisfied that requirement. But I felt like why would you, like, if you have to take a language, you might as well learn something that you can actually use in real life, you know? So I took French, but Spanish would have made more sense because there's more Spanish speakers in the US. There's very few French speakers, but I've always been a Europhile and a Francophile, so I wanted to learn French. So I took like 6 or 7 years of French. Okay. Taking forever to draw. Germany here. So one of the ways that I remember the color order on the German flag is I saw a post on Reddit, probably on like the Vexillology subreddit, many years ago, where someone said that, I don't know if this is, I don't think this is the actual oh, you know what? It's this part of Germany. This part needs to be fixed. It's sticking out too much. The way that they thought of the German flag was that it's black on top, right? It's red in the middle. Here. And then it's yellow in the bottom. The way that they sort of remembered the order was that, think of it as being German history. From the darkness, through blood, into the light. And that's always stuck with me. I think it's very poignant, sums up German history, and it helps you remember the order of the colors on the flag, from top to bottom. From darkness, through blood, into the light. Whoops, I didn't mean to close it. Oh, it's a birthday party. They're singing happy birthday. Okay, let's... it's a little bit better. Here. Okay, that's good. I like that. This is a much better ball. Happy birthday. Are you Christian, like the religion? No, I'm not religious. I'm an atheist. All religions are welcome here. I've never found religion a compelling kind of institution. Happy birthday to whoever is aging. We're all aging, man. Feels bad. Close chat family portrait. Don't need that open. I might do some portraits tomorrow morning. You hate the birthday song? Stick Polist, atheist as well. You like Germany, remove yellow, you get Württemberg, make the black yellow, you get Baden, make the center white and the bottom black, simplify Germany. Couple Brits. This is a pretty good Germany. I'll probably do the last panel off stream because I want to figure out how to do the stream avatars as well. Like this. He is the Rylings up. Maybe you do forecheck on him. Some English here. Let's give it a... Let's stroke it. Let's do 3 pixel. Make the text white. I'm going to turn this into a short as well. You like how I do red first and turn it into an anti-Lukashenko white flag, white, red, white flag, South Ossetia, then Germany. That's funny. Row red, what's happening? Finishing this. This is the penultimate panel. And I'm gonna go eat pizza. I need to give the US a... Can we give him like a McDonald's Coke or something? Let's make this white. Make those white. And then we're gonna stroke all of these. Copy this stroke. Where's copy layer style? Copy layer style. Paste layer style. Okay. If you ever think America's always been better than Canada, 1812. Technically, it was the British. It wasn't the Canadians. Canadian identity didn't really exist then. What time do I think I'll stream tomorrow? I'm gonna try and do an early stream because I want to get like the Euros to be able to watch. Because I always stream at times when the European audience can't really watch. So I'm thinking maybe like 8:30, 9 a.m. So in like 8 or 9 hours, and I'll probably do like a 2 or 3 hour stream. Do you hear a scream in the background? Yeah, there's a birthday party going on. In someone else's apartment. What's the best comic in my opinion? I'd have to think about that. There's a lot of really great Polandball comics. Oh, you know what? No, my favorite one is the Poland Cannot Into Oil. There's a, we have an animated version of it on our channel if you want to go take a look. It's Poland Cannot Into Oil. That's my favorite comic. July Nations, you sent it into Discord. Let's take a look. Where is it? Got a ton of pings. Oh, it's on the r/Polandball Discord? Can you end stream soon? Such a long stream. You guys can go to bed. I'm not your dad. I mean, it genuinely amazes me that people are willing to watch me, like, just talk while I draw on stream. At 4 in the morning for you guys. That's crazy. All the other live streams are about the solar storm. I think I'm too far south to be able to see any potential Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, in this part of the country, at this time of day, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. Kalai has kids confirmed? No, I do not have children. I have stream chatters. July Nations, were they the balls? Like the plushies? Seymour, the house is on fire. No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights. Well, Seymour, you are an odd fellow, but you steam a good ham. Help! Help! Ambulance sirens. You can see it in Florida? No way. You can't see Aurora Borealis in Florida. Florida's way too far south. Styrofoam balls? Okay, here. July Mations made these styrofoam Polandball characters. This is awesome, man. Let's see, which ones can we identify? This looks like Poland or Indonesia or Monaco, US, Mexico, Peru, Chile. I don't know. Netherlands, maybe? Argentina, is it Paraguay or Uruguay? I can't remember which one is which. Brazil, Venezuela, Jamaica, Haiti. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You sorted it by continents. This is Haiti. This is Dominican Republic. Don't remember this one. Iceland, Ireland, Scotland, UK, England, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, France, England. Oh, we already said England. Andorra. Wow, you even made Andorra. Good for you. Portugal, Spain, rectangle. Monaco, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, San Marino, Italy, Vatican, Slovenia, Croatia, Montenegro, Kosovo, Albania, Greece, Cyprus, Turkey, Yugoslavia, right? That's the Yugoslav flag, right? Serbia, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Romania, with the I like Romania with the bat wings, the vampire wings, and the the fangs. That's cool. What is Hungary, Austria, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Germany, Poland. This is Poland here. Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Ukraine, Belarus. Is this Transnistria? Russia, China, Kazakhstan. I don't remember this one. This is amazing, though. Let's see. Turkey, Lebanon, Syria. This looks like Egypt, but it's not in the right place. This is Egypt. What is this one? This is Syria. Shouldn't this be Iraq? But Iraq has red, or it has green writing, not yellow writing, right? I don't know what this is. This is Jordan, right? Saudi Arabia, Bahrain. You have ASEAN here. Israel, Palestine, Somalia. I forget. Madagascar, I think. Democratic Republic of Congo, Nigeria, Morocco, Algeria, Niger, Chad. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. Ivory Coast. What is this one? Cameroon? I don't know this one. What else? Nepal. Afghanistan is the Taliban flag. Pakistan, India, Cambodia, Thailand. Is that Philippines? Indonesia, Singapore. What are these two? Is one of them Brunei? Vietnam, Japan, South Korea, North Korea. Is this Brunei, the yellow one? And what's this blue one? Where's the Malaysian flag? The Malaysian flag kind of looks like the US flag, right? Is this... I don't think this is Malaysia, though. This is really, really good. Let's have a lot of patience to be able to draw or make all of these. This is so cool. It's Senegal, probably, not Cameroon. Oh, okay. This is awesome, man. All right, we're gonna do. Let's give him a McDonald's Coke. We can merge this. This is USA, Germany. All right. Let's do it in green. You think the flags are a bit small? Well, it's kind of hard. If there's styrofoam balls, there's only so much space to draw on them, you know? No, it needs to taper a little bit more than that. I have so many I've come up with so many comic ideas in like the past 3 days. I've been like living and breathing Polandball for the past couple days, making shorts and coming up with comic ideas. And I spend too long to like actually draw stuff when I could sort of speed through it a little bit quicker. You're not requesting a long stream again? How long have I been streaming? A little over 3 hours. 3 hours and 18 minutes, something like that. I like this song. Spooky. Dark red for the outline of the cup. I have to do the straw. How am I going to do the straw? No paper straw. I'm an environmentalist, but paper straws... Paper straws, they ain't it. That's too thick. Let's do a darker version of that. You know, like the little flaps or whatever that come up when you poke the straw. Maybe it should be this color, actually. This is the kind of detail I waste my time on. Have you ever seen the white straws in Dave & Buster's? I haven't, no. Silly straws? I think that would be funny, like a funny trope for, or a characteristic. Like if the US is ever like drinking something from a cup, you should just have a silly straw. Silly straws are awesome. I wish they were more common. They're kind of rare. Okay, let's see what that looks like zoomed out. I think that it needs to be a paler red on the straw, the stripe. Zoom out, what does that look like? 100%. It's pretty good. All right, now we have to put the M on it. Let me see. McDonald's M. Oh, I have a funny here. Something I made for like a comment many years ago, very early on in Polandball. Where is it? I've kept it. Many years later, where's this? Diabetes. Where is it? Surprise, diabetes. I didn't delete it, did I? No way. Have you guys seen this meme before? Oh, I can't show it. Damn it. It's not working. I can't import it. Where's the surprise diabetes? Oh no, where'd it go? Did I delete it? I might have deleted it. Why would I do that? I don't think I did. It's hiding somewhere in here. Shit. But it was basically like the US, or it was McDonald's with the rectangle eyes. Man. Oh, okay. This is something I wanted to show. This is AI art. Here, let's show this AI art. I don't know who created this. I mean, it was AI, you know? Where'd it go? This was an AI's attempt at creating a Polandball comic. Hell as well, Poland. WSL. Eva Vatek? It's just a bunch of nonsense. But this was like the most comprehensible Polandball comic that AI made. Hell as well, Poland. This is so cool, though. I unironically love this. Hell is well, Poland. That's a great quote. This is so good. Here, I'm gonna put this in the Discord. This is so dumb. All right, I need to finish stream so that you guys go to bed. Has Canada ever attacked someone? I don't think Canada's ever started a war, but they have been involved in like invasions of other countries. You know? But no, I don't think Canada's ever started a war out of anger, unless, I mean, Aaron would know better than I do, but just thinking about it, because they haven't really been an independent country for that long. They've only been independent since like the 60s, maybe the 80s, if you want to like really sort of go into like the Canada Act. I think it was like 1980 or something, 1979. But it was gradually becoming more independent, you know, but most of Canada's history is under British rule when it was a British colony, so it didn't really have it sort of just did what London told it to, you know? Okay, so I'm just going to draw the McDonald's M on this. It's a Coke. It's thicker at the bottom. This has got to be one of the most recognizable logos in the world. This is the McDonald's arch. It's like up there with the cross, to be honest. Okay. This comic is not done, but I am done with it for tonight. On stream anyway. I might finish it by myself. And then we'll post it tomorrow morning. Alright. I think I'm going to end stream there. Been streaming for 3.5 hours. Thank you guys. Am I going to stream tomorrow? Yeah, I'm going to stream in like 8 hours. 8 or 9 hours. I'm going to shoot for like 8:30, 9 a.m. Eastern time because I want to be able to stream for some of the Euros. Because the Euros are just waking up now. But it's getting too late for me to stay up. But I probably will for another 2 hours because I can't control myself. But thank you guys for joining. This was super fun. I liked having Aaron and Gate Nerd. Drop a like on the stream. Check out our shorts. There will be a new short tomorrow at 9 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. In 9 hours, a new short will come out. So keep your eyes out for that. I will see you in like 8 or 9 hours. Take care.